Hi there, everyone. It's Adam here from Instant Weather Alberta and Alberta Storm Watch. We're going to go live. Today we've got some awesome special guests. We have meteorologist Alana Franks. We've got Brennan Perry. We've got Liam McGlosh. How do you pronounce your last name again, Liam? I always mess it up.
McGloshin, yeah, you're right.
McGloshin, I got it right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mumbled it, but it was actually right. So everybody say hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Tracking some storms, already looking pretty nasty. So we've got a pretty significant forecast here. So I will just go full screen for a second just to show our map and then to show Environment Canada's map as a comparison. As you can see, it's looking pretty nasty. It's been a while since we've thrown out a significant severe risk, but today seems to warrant it and covers some pretty major population areas. So the reason there's kind of a bend near Brooks, I mean, you know, potentially there could still be some pretty significant storms near Brooks as well too, but there's kind of there should be a cluster of storms in the south, which are already coming up from the US, and there's some pretty strong storms kind of near the Calgary, Sundre. Actually, there's a really strong storm right now, already starting to show some rotation as well, and we've had reports of a rotating wall cloud on it too. So we're going to send out a minor rotation notification on that particular storm very soon. And you can see it goes all the way up to potentially Edmonton. I know we have a lot of folks in the Edmonton area that are wondering if they're actually in the red or the orange. We kind of put it right on the edge there because it's a bit questionable if the significant storms will be significant when it hits Edmonton, but severe is very possible there. So we'll have to wait and see exactly how that does develop here. So let me flip back to that mode. There we go. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to Environment Canada's map just for a comparison. They have Edmonton highlighted in their orange high risk. So their orange is more equivalent to our red, and their red would be more equivalent to our purple. It's just like their top tier on the map. But of course, they've got Calgary involved. They've got Lethbridge involved. They actually extended that. It didn't have Lethbridge in the orange, and now they've made an update earlier today that it covered Lethbridge as well too. So Medicine Hat, of course, in the yellow, which is a moderate risk for them. Basically, anywhere in this corridor in southern Alberta has a risk for severe weather today. So we're going to be watching very closely. But we do need to cover that storm quite closely. Liam was going to bring up, I believe, an image from Francis from the Northern Tornadoes Project. He had a pretty wild-looking wall cloud there. Yeah. That is a lot of rising scud developing into a pretty nasty looking wall cloud, and radar is really showing off some rotation now as well too. So yeah, so I'm going to actually do an update for that, the minor rotation as well, and I'm going to do that while we're on the stream as well. So I'm going to actually show it to everybody while we're doing it. So thank you for bringing that up, Liam. I appreciate it. And give me 1 second here. Let me just throw me into full screen mode here, and I'll switch over to the polygon update that I was working on here. So perfect. Okay, so let's do this all together in real time. Here is the Sundre cell. We are seeing some rotation on it right now. Let me just make this polygon a little bit more accurate because it's a little out to lunch here. And I believe the motion is east-northeast. Is everybody seeing that? Whoa, it looks like it's trying to do a classic supercell thing and not go anywhere and start to move to the east. So I think we pretty much have it covered here. It might be a bit much. So let's dial it back because it's actually moving quite slow here. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And I think just in case it decides to push further north, we probably should be covered right there. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the image. So I'm going to copy this here 1 second. And let me hit update. And there is our little box. We've got 529 folks on our free app inside of there. Side note, if you have not yet, please download our free app. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. Let me just put that little banner on the screen here. Instantweatherapp.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page. You'll see Apple and Android. So if you're on an iPad or an iPhone, click Apple. If you're on, LG or Huawei or Samsung or whichever, click on Android, and that'll take you right to the Google Play Store as well too. So let me just send out this little notification to all those who are in the area. Give me just 1 sec. Oh, I did want to make the image the radar image as opposed to just the little blue box. I think that makes more sense. Let's do a little minor rotation detected. Minor rotation on the storm near, is it right in Sundre? It's actually just southeast, more actually near Bergen, I believe. So near Bergen, just south of Sundre, and that is tracking slowly to the east, northeast. There has also been a wall cloud reported on this storm by trained spotters. And then timing wise, it is 2:25, and I've got a pre-made date right there. Great, all looks good to me, and I'm going to send that out. So if you're in that area and you have our app, please let us know if you got the notification. Hopefully you did. And what else do we need to do here? I think probably we're going to bring up radar and check out the radar on our app. Give me just 1 second here. We'll pull that up. I want to make sure I have the latest. Yes, so that's basically what's happening. We've got some pretty impressive environmental situation today with lots of CAPE, with lots of shear, the ingredients that are required to develop supercells, and supercells have already started to develop. So that is what we are watching closely for. So let me just bring up our app. Again, if you have not downloaded it, head over to instantweatherapp.com. As you can see, we've got a storm developing just west of Calgary. We've got that storm up by Sundre, a storm west of Caroline, and a storm west of Rocky Mountain as well. And if I actually zoom it out a little bit here, I believe there is a storm coming up from the US as well too. Yes, there is. So there's lots to watch, and even more isolated development a little bit to the northwest as well too, west of Drayton Valley. So actually, let's see if I can get that cell at the bottom there. There we go. So that's the cell coming up from the US as well. We have to watch closely, and I'm going to hit play on the future radar. So the free app comes with a couple, I think 3 frames of future radar, and then if you go to the menu at the top left, you click upgrade radar, you can get 5 hours of future radar as well too, and it removes the ads with subscription. So huge thank you to those who have subscribed to the app. You're the reason that the app exists, because without subscriptions, the ad revenue does not cover our costs at all. So we really, really sincerely appreciate those who have subscribed. You make it so everybody else can use the app for free. So thank you. We really appreciate it. So here is the future radar. It looks impressively nasty. So some pretty impressive storms will continue through. I'm not showing the whole regions. Let me back up a little bit here, and we will see. I can make sure we have all the way up to Edmonton here and all the way down to the US. Yeah, there we go. So are we seeing any storms in Edmonton later on? The future radar is trying to do something around the end right there around 7:45, but we'll see. We'll see if it does occur. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for the rest of the live stream. Goodbye.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to put up a picture from that storm around Bergen right now. From okay. Oh, hold on, that's from not wanting to
go. Area?
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. There, did that come up?
Cool. Yeah, we got it up right there right now. Oh, that's Kyle?
That's from Kyle Britton with the Weather Network. He's out chasing that storm today. Luckily, we have a lot of chasers out with these storms, so we'll be getting a lot of pictures, a lot of ground truth reports, so we'll be able to pass that information along really quickly.
Yeah, that's good. That's very, very helpful. So, cool. That's it's going to be impressive to see these storms develop, especially because there are so many skilled storm spotters and storm chasers in the Alberta area that are very experienced, know what they're doing, and they're going to be out there watching very closely as well. And the Northern Tornadoes Project actually has created a sister project called the Northern Hail Project, and they've got a whole team out in this exact area right now watching these storms too. So there's a lot of eyes on these storms, which is really exciting. So that is going to be quite helpful today. So we should pull up some raw radar data and take a look at these storms as well here. So let me just do that right now. This is a new product we have not launched yet, but we will be launching. It's called Instant Weather Pro, and quite exciting development we've done. We've been building this for the NTP for the past year, and we're excited to launch it as a product to everyone in the community here. So this is reflectivity. This is what we're all used to looking at. And I'm going to flip over here to velocity so we can see the developing rotation on that storm. So yeah, actually, if we zoom in here, starting to see what might be a little bit of a couplet. Actually, it could be noise, but this is definitely the area that had rotation on the previous frame. So I could certainly see this being possibly a tiny little couplet, but it's also possible that it's noise. Yeah, see, I mean, on the previous frame, this is definitely the red versus the green here is definitely rotation. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger so it's a little easier to read. So in the Bergen area, that's where that wall cloud has been spotted. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it does. Here's the next frame. and it's kind of in the same spot. So yeah, it's already seen 42 kilometers an hour versus 68. Somebody wants to figure out that V rot. It's already starting to get some rotation there. So let me actually go a little bit higher up. We'll go into the higher tilts, because when radar scans, it starts at normally it would start at the lowest tilt and build up. But Canadian radars start at the highest tilt and go down. So whatever time you see on the radar, while I'm talking, I just noticed what tilt 2 looked like. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That is a heck of a meso. This is a heck of a mesocyclone right here. That's only tilt 2. I mean, it's really tilt 3, but the lowest tilt is, if you are using professional radar right now, don't use tilt 1. It's all range folded, so it's trash and hard to look at, basically. So if we go down to tilt 1, you can actually see the mess I'm talking about. This is useless. You can really not use it. And it's also really easy to look at this and say, oh, that must be rotation here and rotation all over the place. But they're doing a long range strategy right now with some of these radar stations. So the lowest tilt is actually scanning really, really far. But because they're doing that different strength of the pulse, you actually get this range folded mess on the lowest tilt. So if you want to get what you're used to looking at, go to tilt 2. Tilt 2 will be much, much cleaner, much, much better. And then tilt 3 is that. So this is definitely rotating supercell near Bergen, just south of Sundre. I mean, part of the storm is on top of Sundre right now, as you can see. So if I flip back to reflectivity, you can see that, yeah, there's quite a bit of precip on top of Sundre right now. But this tiny little hook here at the bottom, actually already starting to get a little hook on it. And it is a classic flying V supercell now. So it's starting to turn into that flying V supercell with a hook at the bottom, a strong tilt 2 meso. This is the storm of focus right now for sure. And I'm sure there's many spotters underneath that, as we've already seen some reports there. So someone said there was rotation near Edson on Twitter. So maybe we should go take a look at that as well too. Actually, let's take a look at all these cells while we're at it. Flip over to velocity and let's take a quick look. Sorry, go ahead.
The rotation in Edson was that's the most northerly severe thunderstorm warning. So that's up by yeah, it's up by the north of the.
Oh, is this cell right here? Oh yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be the cell. Let's see here. It should be if I zoom in. Hold on. West of Edmonton. Yeah, that's it right there. So I don't think he's saying this cell. I wouldn't think so. It must be this one. I don't know why Edson's not coming up, but yeah, this cell is starting to cook as well too. Let's go to tilt 3 actually. Oh, we're at tilt 4. Let's go back to tilt 2. Oh yeah, on tilt 2 it's certainly showing rotation there as well too. So this is the cell that's west of Drayton Valley. And that's one to watch. So there's quite a few of them to watch right now. Yeah, I'm going to is this the newest update? This is the newest update. That's the 230 update right there. Yeah, this cell is certainly coming along.
Even if you look at velocity, the velocity is still like it's showing a bit of a hook there too.
Yeah. Down reflectivity, it's showing a hook and perfectly co-located exactly where that velocity couplet is. Kyle said, so Kyle from the Weather Network just said on Twitter, tornado likely imminent at Bergen. Strong rotation and funnel cloud. Do you want to maybe bring up that tweet? Says, tornado likely imminent.
Francis just said tornado on the ground south of Sundridge.
Okay, I'm going to definitely post that
Sundre,
right now. Sundre, yeah.
Sundre. I'm horrible with pronunciation.
No, it's okay. I'm the absolute worst, Brendan. So you definitely are, definitely doing better than me.
This is the tweet here from Kyle regarding the Bergen storm.
Second here. I'm going to, oh, you got that? 1 second here.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Can you pull up, did Francis just tweet or did he post a photo?
It was just text.
Just a text?
Yeah.
Okay. Tornado reported on the storm near Bergen. Francis knows what he's talking about. We're sending that out right now. 2:34. There we go. And clickety send. And everybody in that area will get this notification. Tornado reported on the storm near Bergen by number. I'll just by a trained spotter. Okay, and there we go. That's
Here's a look at
234.
the funnel here. There's the
There we go.
funnel, and you can
Oh,
see a little bit
yeah.
of the. I think you've seen a little bit of connection.
Oh,
there,
there's
but-
a video of it. One sec.
Oh, we got video already? Wow.
Forming.
This is when it's nice to have so many spotters on the ground watching closely because we get all these details immediately. Yeah, so we've posted tornado reported. I don't think it's long until EC jumps on it because I'm sure they're watching closely. And I wonder, and we're still under a severe thunderstorm watch, and I don't think the severe thunderstorm watch mentions tornado potential, but they did mention it in their forecast. So I'm wondering if maybe they'll at some point upgrade to a tornado watch, but we'll have to see. If these storms start spitting out funnels, then I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long. Oh, is this Brennan? You have that there?
There we go.
Oh yeah, that time lapse.
Wild time lapse, yeah. Wow. This is not real time speed here. This is a time lapse, but
Yes, that's sped up.
if it was spinning that much, that would be bad. So yeah, crazy. Oops. We did that at the same time.
We did the same thing, yeah.
Same thing at the same time. Yeah, so I've sent out that notification, so everybody in that area
tornado warning issued by Environment
tornado
Canada.
warning issued. Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For
Yeah.
Sundre,
235.
Bergen.
Good.
Yep. Westward Ho. I'm not going to try to pronounce all these names. I'm from Ontario, so
Yeah, that's
I'm not going to bother.
From Ontario, it's not gonna help at all.
Nope.
Yeah, the rotation's still wild. I mean, let's go take a look back at radar here for a second. This rotation is still, I mean, look how organized it is. Like, of course it's producing because it's just a beautiful couplet, just a perfect red versus bright green couplet. What's the, we're going to get a radar update probably in the next minute or so here, but we have 39 kilometers versus 29. So it's not super, super high VROT, but it's not going to be long until that kicks up for sure, especially if this thing is producing. So yes, so that is our first touchdown of the day. That was fast. I didn't think we were going to see one that quickly on the live stream, but yeah, there we go. So let's see here. Yeah, we have Braden Morso from Prairie Chasers is on that storm as well too. Everybody's on that storm right now, so good stuff. You see how quickly it works from the reports going to straight to Environment Canada. They get the tornado warning out immediately. It's excellent, so it's exciting to see. I'm just going to jump in the comments here and see what folks are saying here. Kimber says, anything for High River in Calgary? Yeah, it looks like Calgary, I mean, there was a storm just west of Calgary the last time I checked. It's still there.
Yeah,
it's just a little guy.
Area.
Yeah, just a little one near Jumping Pound, just south of Cochrane. It's just a weak little guy for now, but it's definitely an isolated little cell that wants to turn into a supercell. So we're going to be watching that closely. Sarah says, or sorry, Amber says, Brooks, everybody's going to ask about their exact location now. So Brooks, there's severe risk as possible. We put it in the orange in our forecast map, but it's certainly possible. I'll bring up our map again so everybody can see. If you haven't seen this as well too, just if you're not on our Facebook page, you probably are, but go to Alberta Storm Watch on Facebook or Instant Weather Alberta on Facebook. And we also have a really cool group now as well, which is growing very, very quickly too. So let me put up the link to that. Give me just 1 second, and I'll put that link on the screen. But if you are on the Book of Faces, if you are on Facebook, please go to the search bar and sign up for 1 second here, and sign up for this particular group. So go to facebook.com/groups/Alberta Storm. So that's Alberta Storm Reports. And it's blowing up quite quickly. There's lots of folks joining. And the really nice thing about it is that when you have a report, instead of sending it to us in like our inbox, and then we have to like search through the inbox and maybe find your report or maybe not, if you post it on the group, everybody in the community can see it immediately. So it's super helpful that way for sure. Definitely. So Brennan, were you going to bring up that tornado warning there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it positioned properly.
No problem. That's all good. So yeah, so jump over to Facebook and join. Actually, I'll put the link in the comments here as well too. Give me just 1 second.
There
I'll throw that link. Joanna says, what time today is the storm starting? Well, there's a tornado on the ground right now near Bergen, just south of Sundre, and rotation looks a lot stronger now. As I assumed, the next frame would be even stronger. You can see this rotation is very strong now, 44 versus 56. So the rotation here is developing quite strongly. As you can see my mouse cursor right there. That rotation under a tornado warning right now. So it is. I think it started, and it depends on where you're located as well too. So let us know where you're located, and we'll try our best to answer. Yeah, it's some pretty impressive storms already developing, and a reported tornado on the ground near Bergen, which is just south of Sundre, west of Olds, as you can see right here. I'll zoom out so you can see what area it is. So this particular, let me just make sure you can see my mouse cursor. There we go. That rotation right there is the reported tornado. That is west of Olds, west of Didsbury, and it's going to be moving kind of, let me just hit play on the animation here and you can see which way it's going if you watch that rotation. So it's slowly moving east, maybe towards Didsbury, maybe towards Olds. And yeah, and there's the tornado warning right there Brendan's put up on the map, which includes a lot of areas to the north that are not necessarily in the path of that storm. But Environment Canada still uses these kind of small county-ish based alert regions. But they are working on polygons, which is really, really exciting. So they're going to be, over the next year or two, probably over the next couple of years, they're going to be testing that and getting to storm-based warnings, which is much superior to what we're dealing with right now, just because, you know, areas west of Sundre are getting warned of a tornado when the storm is moving east. So what is really, really important is to go into the details and actually read the details. Something we do in our app, which is really, really important, is we give you the full English details instantly. So basically in every single other app, you have to wait until it's translated into French. So sometimes that takes a minute, sometimes that takes 5 minutes. And those details can be like, you know, Storm Spotter has reported a tornado on the ground moving east at this speed. Those are like really critical details. So I would definitely recommend downloading our free app. Again, you can get it at instantweatherapp.com, and then you'll be able to see the full English details instantly. So something we do that's we don't talk enough about, I think, but I think it's pretty important for sure. For sure.
I have another Twitter report from Francis here.
Okay, you're pulling that up. I was just going to do that. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that up here. I don't know how to get back to our other.
Here, I'll do it 1 second. I got that.
I'm seeing conflicted reports that some chasers are saying everything's pulled up, and then there's Francis saying that there's a wedge on the ground. So I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think what he's saying is the rotating wall. I mean, the whole circulation. This has happened in the past many times in the U.S. I've seen reports of this kind of stuff where it looks like it's just a really low-hanging wall, but if it's connecting with the surface all the way around that, then it could actually be a tornado that's not condensated to the surface, but is touching the surface in multiple spots. So what I think he's seeing is that he's probably seeing little connection points. So if that whole thing touches the ground, then that would be considered a wedge, I would assume. So I think that's probably what he's getting at. Did I just see another report here? Oh, Bergen tornado in progress. Darren Howard put on Twitter there as well. So he just posted a photo. And I mean, look at that. I mean, just the fact that that's a rotating wall cloud is a very, very dangerous storm. So, but of course, Carolyn says, wedge, the wall does this, right? Yeah, so this is a wall cloud, but if Francis is close enough to see connection points in multiple spots in the ground, if he's seen it touch down in multiple spots, that means, I mean, this whole thing could come down to the surface, and then that would be a big problem. So, yeah, but he did report on the ground, so it's certainly a concern. And I mean, radar, as you might be able to, let me see if I can pull it up in mine here. Radar is ridiculously strong. Like, this is a very classic rotation signature right here in Bergen. So this is definitely a dangerous storm. Of course, it's under a tornado warning. It's got a hook. It's got quite the hail core here, all the way up to 67 dBz. And it is slowly moving to the east. Let me just hit play again so we can see. Slowly moving to the east. It did an interesting development where it was kind of messy on the west, but then it all merged into one organized cell, and it's getting stronger and moving east. If you're in Didsbury, if you're in Olds, you're going to want to be getting to a safe place with a storm. If you're in Shants, we've actually included a lot of basically every little town and village possible. Is if you zoom in on our new Instant Weather Pro, which we haven't launched yet, but we will be launching the beta very soon. If you're in Shants, if you're in Elkton, if you're in Harmattan, and if you're in Westcott, Didsbury, if you're in Minaret, how would you pronounce that, Alana? Minaret?
I can't see it. You've been taken over.
Oh, I've been taken over. Oh well, that's there's a video of the rotating wall cloud and tornado developing. So what can you do?
Yeah, and I'm going to take over once Brennan's done.
All right. Well, when I get my chance, I'll check it out. But Minaret, Didsbury, Shantz, Elkton, Harmaden, Bergen, of course. If you're in Eastern Bergen, this should be moving out of Central Bergen right now, but Eastern Bergen, all of those areas need to be taking shelter with this under a tornado warning from Environment Canada. The Rocky Mountain house cells are also really developing. Hey, I had the screen for a sec now. I'm gone. Okay. What's this?
No.
Tornado has touched the ground. Oh, that's Christopher, a former team member of ours who now works at the Weather Network. Christopher is tornado has touched the ground. Yeah, he's watching it touch. So it is on the ground. Tornado, strong rotation, hook, supercell.
Kyle has an amazing photo of it from the Weather Network.
Okay, yeah, please bring that up as well too. Yeah, if you guys are, if you folks are on Twitter, definitely, definitely go and follow all these wonderful storm spotters. And holy moly, whoa, that is quite the cone there. Yeah, that is. Kyle always gets the perfect photo. I don't know how he does it. He always gets the perfect photo.
He's just a champ.
He's a master chaser and a master photographer. So, yeah. So kudos to Kyle. Oh, Francis has a big cone as well. Big cone tornado south of Sundre 14 seconds ago, becoming rain raft. So that's a problem. Can you put that up on the screen as well? Can you put Francis is closer than Kyle, I think. Kyle's getting more of the structure.
Yeah, I think
Francis is actually quite close. If you could put that up as well. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Brennan. Put you back on the screen. Yeah, I'll do that for you. So is that Francis's? 1 second here. I'll swap you out, and then you can grab Francis's. Francis's looks impressive. Oh, and Jay Lesk, Lesk, Lesyk, Lesk.
Oh, there's a video of it.
I was
going to say he has a video. So, whoa. You know what? Let's do the split screen because we're all throwing stuff up right now. So let's go 4 ways. Actually, can we go this way? No, everybody's putting stuff up right now. So I'm going to cover radar while you guys are talking about that because there's a lot of wild stuff right now. That's the video. Okay, let's go full screen with that. That's ridiculous. Hold on a second here. Yeah, tornado on the ground, southeast of Bergen, I would say at this point, or east of Bergen. If you're in Shantz, if you're in Elkton, Harmaden, Bergen, if you're in Minaret, if you're in Olds, Didsbury, Westcott, all of those areas need to be preparing to take shelter or taking shelter immediately. Yeah, it's a slow-moving storm, thankfully. And again, we've got trained storm spotters that are on this cell watching very, very closely. But there is a cone tornado on the ground. Radar looks super strong. And this
nice
is the
little
first,
hook on radar.
Nice little hook on radar, lowering wall cloud, tornado on the ground. It's a dangerous situation. So anybody in the path of the storm needs to be taking shelter for sure. Kim says, what is the Facebook group again? 1 second here. Let me just, I'll put it in the comments here for everybody. Facebook.com/groups/Alberta Storm. That is our new Facebook group called Alberta Storm Reports. So please jump on that and post your reports only if it's safe to do so. But this is one of many supercells. So let me go full screen here for a second. I guess we can confirm it's on the ground based on all of these photos and videos of it on the ground now. So let me just go take over most of the screen here and show some radar because there's a lot of storms here that we're not touching on here. So we need to, let me just do this, go as big as I can here. So that's the tornado warned storm moving slowly to the east. And it is certainly a problem. If you're in the path of that storm, you need to take shelter. And then we have storms west of Calgary that are starting to develop. We have 2 isolated cells that are probably starting to turn into supercells. The definition of supercell is rotating storm. So let me jump over to the Medicine Hat radar and see if we can pick up that storm. I guess it's still south of the border here. I'm going to go a little bit further to the north and holy moly. Okay. So again, that is the most dangerous storm right now, south of Sundre. But we have these storms here moving into the Rocky Mountain house area as well. And they are going to be bringing big hail and I think some rotation probably as well too. And then there's this beast of a storm here west of Drayton Valley and two isolated supercells developing west of Drayton Valley that are really getting going. Rotation isn't too significant on them right now, but if I go to tilt 3, I bet you there's the upper level support. Yeah, upper level support here for sure. 140 kilometer an hour. This doesn't look like noise. This looks legit because it's surrounded by 134s and 128. So there's some really high values there. 106, 104, 50 on the other side. Let's see what the red is. Only 4 and 2, but yeah, if we had normalized, I think it would help a lot here. But 140 kilometer an hour on tilt 2 of this particular storm. This supercell west of Drayton Valley is really getting going. Let me just flip over to reflectivity and hit play so you can see which way it's going. Give me just one sec here. Let's see which way it's going. So that storm, it's not going to be long until it's heading towards Cynthia, Lodge Pool. I think it should be north of Brazos. Is it Brazos? As I pronounce it? Brazos Dam. Brazos, north of Brazos Dam. But there is a cell to the west near Pembina Forks. So that's going to be probably heading that way. But Cynthia, Easy Ford, Drayton Valley, Lodge Pole, Moon Lake, all those areas that are kind of west of Drayton Valley here need to be getting prepared with this particular storm because it is an absolute beast. And then there's another cell to the north. So north of Mayerthorpe and east of Whitecourt. Let's see what it's doing on, let me go back to tilt 2 and over to velocity. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, so there's nothing significant rotation-wise with that storm yet, west of Barhead. But all of these storms have the potential to spin. All these storms have the potential to put down large hail. And there's certainly some dangerous development right now with these isolated supercells. So yeah, that storm south of Sundre is still a problem. Let me jump back to tilt 2. So
and that's getting rain wrapped now, so it's going to be harder to see it.
We're getting, it's going to be more difficult to see it. So yeah, for the folks who don't know, rain wrap means that basically a rain curtain can obscure the tornado itself. So you might just see, a sheet of rain moving towards you, but then behind that is a tornado, and that's a dangerous situation for sure. Alana, is that a new photo you've got there?
That's a couple minutes old, but yeah, it's like the start of it becoming rain wrapped, and then other chasers are showing the same thing, that it's pretty much hidden now.
Yeah, it looks like it's picking up steam there. It looks a little bit wider than it did before. I don't know if they're just getting closer to it, but even Reed Timmer's posting about it right now.
Yeah, I think it depends on which chaser, because I'm not entirely sure where exactly they're all situated in relation.
Mm-hmm. Don says, what direction is that tornado headed? It is moving slowly to the east. So I will bring up radar again so you can see. This is the tornado right here in velocity. Let me go back to reflectivity, which we're all used to looking at. So that's wind, and this is the structure of the storm here. So you can see the hook coming down, and you can see that it's heading towards Chance. If you're in Chance, you need to take shelter immediately. If you're in Eastern Bergen, you need to take shelter immediately. Harmadden as well. All of these areas. Let's do a little something cool we can do with this is we can actually do, actually that's going to zoom in a lot. Hold on. We can do a little bit of a turn to see which way it's going and to see what areas are in the path here. So let's see here. So Chance is in the path, Olds, Minaret, eventually maybe towards Elnora, but that's quite a ways out. This storm is moving quite slowly right now. So this is looking east here. Let me just make sure this is due east right there. So maybe towards Three Hills eventually, but Didsbury, Minaret, Chance, Westcott, maybe Carstairs, but it might go north of there. So if you're in Bergen, if your area is east of that, let me just flip back. So north is pointing up. And as you can see, we've got more supercells over here as well. If you're in, how would you pronounce, ooh, that photo's crazy. Let's put that up.
Here's another photo of the tornado.
Yeah, that's what I saw you put that big time Kyle put on Twitter. And it's still on the ground east of Bergen at 2:52 p.m. Thank you for your question, Don. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, it is pretty impressive. So Nancy says, we are at was it Brazos? Did I already forget how to pronounce that? Brazos. Oh, I got to think about the O. They're at Brazos camping. Is it north of us? So that's a good question. Side note, there is some ridiculous hail right here near Horberg, 72 dBz. That is monster hail, likely just north of Strachan, moving to the east towards Crimson Lake. 1 second here. Who's that? Might have been Liam. Was that Liam?
No, that wasn't me. Myself was muted, so I'm not sure who.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
That
who's
was
got
probably me. My ice machine was beeping.
Oh, your ice machine. Wow. I mean, that's critical stuff. So I can appreciate it. Ice machine warning right now at Brennan's place. Let's see here. Yeah, that storm is a beast. Harmattan. I'm just gonna mute Brennan because that's slightly infuriating. Actually, Brendan, if you want to go ahead and mute yourself, I'll unmute you just in case you need to come off mute. But Rocky Mountain House needs to be prepared with the storm coming in. Huge hail, most likely. That thing is an absolute beast. Let me just hit play on this. I still need to answer Nancy's question about Brazo. Whoa, Rocky Mountain House. You know what we should do right now, too? I'm going to bring this up because I've got this prepared. But I know there is a camera near Rocky Mountain House that I'm going to bring up right now to see what we can see on that storm, because that storm is a beast. One second here. Where is that? There's a camera right in Rocky Mountain House that I will bring up. Let me see. Here we go. And
So,
I will just...
As of 2:55 p.m., the tornado is still in progress from this report from Darren Howard on Twitter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he had a good time lapse of losing sight of it as it became rain wrapped.
Oh, okay. I see. One second here. Let me just bring that up. There we go. Transition. Good. Okay. So this is from Rocky Mountain House right now, looking southwest. And let me look. This is southeast. And that is north. So this storm is on the way there. I bet you we're going to have a pretty good view of it pretty soon. So we're going to have to watch that closely. But let's go back to Brazo. Where was Brazo? I think it was further north, right? Yes, I was using the Carvel radar. Yes. Okay, so if you are in Brazo, there is a storm to your west. There's a couple of storms developing to your west. Let me bring that up on screen so you can see. That didn't work at all. One second here. Let me switch back to our forecast map. That's something good to put on screen while I transition this. Give me 1 second here.
Widespread tornado watches are being issued. Just heads up.
Good.
I'll just put that up quickly here. Red Deer,
Airdrie, yeah. Rocky Mountain House, Red Deer, Lacombe.
I see what happened. Okay. Yeah, that's intense.
There's a really good photo of the tornado on Twitter. Let me switch to it. One sec.
Wow.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that was just seeing that.
Yep, that was 1 minute ago. So we can just begin to see
the
it through the
funnel
rain
and
there.
everything.
Yep.
Okay, give me just 1 second here. I just want to set this up so that I can bring up that those cameras when I get a chance at Rocky Mountain House, because they look crazy. Let's see here. That should be full screen. Okay, cool. Okay. I've got that prepared for next time, so it should be better. Okay, so let me just get out of studio mode here and get back to radar. Second. I just want to talk about Brazo Dam. So they're camping near Brazo. There are two storms to the west that are slowly moving in your area. Let me just zoom in so you can see where Brazo is right here. And let me just zoom back so you can see all the storms that are in behind. Let's see which way they're moving. I think they're moving. They're trying to move to the northeast, so they might miss you. I'm going to say they're probably going to miss you. There could be some further storm development, but they should miss you if they continue to the northeast. But in a classic supercell fashion, what happens is they're moving to the northeast, and then as soon as they become rooted, they start to stretch to the east. So even though it can look like they're moving to the northeast, they might actually end up tracking to the east. So we're going to have to watch for that as well closely. Rocky Mountain House, this storm looks nasty, and it's heading right in your area. So that's one to watch closely. Let me flip over to split mode, because I like the split mode so we can swipe back and forth between the two products, because that's a little bit easier. Let's see here. So Rocky Mountain House, and is that? Yeah, we got that right. So there is actually rotation west of Rocky Mountain House, and there is rotation to the south as well too. So if you're in Ricinus, Ricinus, if you're in Caroline, if you're in Butte, this is rotation. It's starting to move to the east, to the northeast, probably more towards Butte than Caroline, but it could stretch to the east, like I was just mentioning. We do have rotation heading into Rocky Mountain House as well too, and it's starting to really pick up steam. So just north of Strachan, that is, yeah, that's certainly a problem. That's looking pretty nasty. Let me go up a tilt. We might be able to get some better. It doesn't look as strong one tilt up, but it's still certainly rotating. So hail heading into Rocky Mountain House, and there is some minor risk for tornado development. I'll flip back down here to the Strathmore radar, and we can take a look at this is the tornado on the ground east of Bergen. It might, velocity might be weakening slightly, maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's weakening because it was a lot stronger a few scans ago.
We say it's weakening, but then we have photos like this of
This was 2 minutes ago, Bergen.
2 minutes ago. Cone tornado on the ground. That is, it's kind of almost a stovepipe. That is a strong tornado on the ground. I mean, it's hard to say the actual strength of it, but it is certainly on the ground, looking quite strong. The storm south of Cochrane is starting to pick up steam reflectivity wise as well too, and we do have a severe thunderstorm warning right near the border near Coots, COUTTS, coming in from the U.S. as well too. So that's something to take into consideration. We're gonna have to watch closely on that. But yeah, multiple supercells developing, clearly a risk. If you are in the path of them, you want to be getting to a safe place for sure. But yeah, we're gonna have to just continue to track these storms closely and see what they are doing. This is me. Oh, tornado has lifted.
Reporting that the tornado has lifted.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, good. Yeah, so I guess velocity did make sense there for a second, where it said, let me just throw me full screen, where it said things were starting to weaken. That's great. Oh, there is, this is rotating quite a bit. Let me bring this up right now. This is the storm coming in from the US, just about to cross the border into Alberta. And it's got some organized rotation for sure. And it is heading towards the Coots area. So that is a problem. Let me just make sure exactly the direction. Everybody's looking to the north, to the northeast. So that's heading right into Milk River and Coots, and it's got rotation. I'm going to post about that right now. Sorry, Lana, what was that?
Oh, I see a comment. Muskoka Matt is asking if I'm drinking a Long Island iced tea. No, it's just peach juice.
For now.
For now, it's still early.
It's still early. Yeah, so rotation.
Not early for me.
Moving into Milk River and Coots, Twin River Heritage Rangeland Natural Area. If you are in that area, if you are camping, there's rotation heading right into your area right now. There's a severe thunderstorm warning, but that storm is certainly rotating heading your way. So I'm going to post about that one as well. Lots to post about. Stefan says Annie says there was a tornado near Sundre. Yeah, that's right. Near Bergen was reported, but I believe it has lifted. But there are quite a bit of storm spotters and storm chasers on that storm, so they're going to be watching it closely. Hi to everybody joining us. There's quite a few folks joining us right now. Thank you from all of us here at Alberta Storm Watch and Instant Weather Alberta. We sincerely appreciate it. Tornado watches have been issued for a large swath of areas. I don't know, Liam, if you want to maybe bring up the tornado watches for a sec, I'll send a notification to those in Coots, because that is certainly rotating. If you want to do that, that'd be great. I'm going to flip back quickly just to our app. Again, if you have not downloaded our app, please do so. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. Here is the upgraded future radar subscription option that we have, as we just saw in the background there. But Liam pulled up the Tornado Watch, which is, was Calgary not in the Tornado Watch? Was there maybe another one issued, or was Calgary not?
This is the most recent one from what I've seen on Twitter, but yeah, I
just double checked. Calgary is not. No, I just double checked. They're not. So yeah,
I think we should take a look at that cell heading to just to the west of Cynthia, like Drayton Valley. It is picking up some steam right now.
Oh, is it?
Take a look at it on tilt too. Yeah,
sure. Let me just do that quickly here, and give me 1 second here. There we go. So the Drayton Valley one, yeah. Let's go take a look at that, because it looked pretty nasty. Let's take a look here. Oh, wow. It is definitely some strong rotation west of Cynthia. west of Drayton Valley. Yeah, definitely some rotation on that storm for sure. So there's a couple that I need to send notifications to as well right now. So I'm going to flip back to the 4-screen method so everybody can show what they need to. If anybody wants to pull up radar as well too, that would be helpful. And I'm just going to send a notification to those in Coots. And let me just refresh that. That Rocky Mountain storm looks pretty nasty as well.
I want to address this comment. Someone who is right in the path of the thunderstorm. So as of right now, spotters on the storm have confirmed the tornado has lifted. So it's still a very severe storm, but there is not currently a tornado on the ground.
That's right. And that's the latest we've had from spotters on that particular storm. I'm going to send some polygon updates here while we're at it. This storm, I believe, is moving slowly to the east. Let me just animate it in the background here. Yeah, that Drayton Valley storm slowly tracking east-northeast. If you're in Cynthia, rotation on a supercell heading your way. So if you're in the Cynthia area, Northern Lodgepole, and potentially Round Valley and Drayton Valley, you're going to want to get ready for this storm because it is a beast and it's heading your way and rotating. So let me just do a little polygon here. I'm going to go about here and I'm going to go about there. Okay, so I'm going to send out that notification right now. Give me 1 second. Actually, let me nix that and change the color here. I think I'm going to go with orange on that one. There we go, because I want to include the photo of this storm as opposed to just the polygon. Okay, so let me just grab a screenshot from that. Okay, and see how many folks we have in the path there. That might have actually still had the other polygon. Aha, I got to be careful of that. It liked the first polygon. There we go. Okay, so let me send a notification to the 364 folks that have our app and that in the path of that particular storm. And I'm going to send rotation detected on the storm. The storm west of Cynthia. And Cynthia, west, I could actually say west of Drayton Valley. West of Drayton Valley, because people know where that is. Drayton Valley tracking east-northeast towards Cynthia and surrounding communities. And what time is it right now? It's 3:07 for the date on there. Clickety, clickety. And if you're in the path of that storm, you just got my notification just now. So that's one. And let me do the other storm as well, too. Give me just 1 sec. All in real time. Are we still in the 4-way split? I think we are, right? Oh, if you give me all of the spotlight. Okay. I do want to send a notification for those in Milk. Was it Milk River, I believe? Yes, Milk River and Coots. This storm coming up from the border.
I will be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, and I believe that is moving to the northeast. So let me just pull that down. There we go. I want to send a notification to those folks as well. And I'm also going to do I forgot to put the screenshot in the last one. Oh, well, I'll put it in this one. There we go. 39 folks in the path, but that have our app, but that's okay. And let's see here. Rotation detected on the storm moving northeast towards the Coots, I believe. Yes. C-O-U-T-T-S. Milk River? I'm sure. Right. And Milk River. I'm here 3:09. There we go. And let me put that photo instead and send that out right now. 3:09 looks good. Okay. And all those in the path of that have our app will also get that notification. Again, if you don't have our free app, please download it. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. We just put up the banner there. Actually, I'll put that in the comments because I don't think I've done that yet. How do I get your notifications, says Amanda Michelle. I'm going to let you know right now. Download our free app at https instantweather.ca/app. That's odd. That's strange. I don't know why that would have happened. We lost Instant Weather Alberta on Facebook, but it says it's back now. Your destination was reconnected. Okay, good enough. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully that answers your question, Amanda, and anybody else who wants to get notifications from us. We send out all Environment Canada's alerts, so warnings, watches, statements, and advisories within milliseconds of when they get issued. And as well, too, as you can see, we send out our own updates for rotating storms and tornado reports and that type of thing as well, too. Facebook user said, I don't see the link. If you don't see the link, just go to like Google and type Instant Weather App, and you'll see or if you go to instantweatherapp.com, scroll to the bottom, click Apple or Android, and that'll take you directly to your app store, and you'll be able to download it. Or go to like Google Play Store and just type Instant Weather and look for our icon. It looks like the one below me, but it's white and blue. So it'll have the I and it'll have the W, but it'll be white and blue, the Instant Weather app. Ashley says, downloading as we speak. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Side note, if you do have our app, let everybody know in the comments how you're enjoying the app, if it's worked well for you, even if it hasn't, and certainly check it out. And Facebook user says, oh, I thought it was the Emergency Alberta app. That's a great app as well, too. For that app to process alerts, they have to create an MP3 of the audio and do a whole bunch of other steps. It's the same as when you get like the Amber Alert sound that comes across, the TV and the radio and your phones. Those are about 40 seconds delayed from when we can send them out. So 40 seconds might not seem like a lot, but to get something like a tornado warning that's being issued on a tornado that's heading towards your direction, 40 seconds can be a lot of time. It can feel like a lot of time for sure. So Leslie says, the app is great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Enjoy this app, says Patty. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Joel says, I have the app. I really enjoy it to stay up to date on what's going on. And I think that was also a subtle song request for 4 Non-Blondes for later, but we can deal with that when things calm down.
Don't go up.
Let's see here. Jody says, why is there no alerts set out? I'm not sure where you're located, Jody. Maybe you're in an area that hasn't received any alerts yet. But if you are trying to figure out, let us know where you are. And if you're trying to figure out if there are alerts for your area, I'll do a quick little search if you want to let us know where you are, and I'll definitely check that. Rosanna says, amazing app. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it. Lacey says, I got an alert. Thank you. Adrian says, just got the app. Thanks. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Facebook user says, my go-to weather app. You guys do an amazing job. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Shadow says, I'm scared. Don't be scared. You're prepared. So that changes everything. Being scared is like you don't even know that there's dangerous storms coming and then they hit your area. That's way more terrifying. It's way more dangerous. But the fact that you know that this is happening means you're paying attention, means you're going to get to shelter in their path. And that's always a good thing. So definitely don't be scared. Just be prepared. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it does. Let's see here.
Easy to remember when it rhymes.
Here's a recent photo of that storm that was just produced the tornado.
The Bergen one? Yep. Oh, from Chris Ratzlaff? Yeah. From Prairie Chasers. Awesome. Everybody give Chris a follow there. And let's see here. Dean says, awesome map, and I love the live stream. Thanks so much. And thanks to Liam, Alana, and Brennan for joining me today as well, too. It's usually just me muttering to myself. But it's nice to have the wonderful teammates here, not just screaming at me in our messenger chat, but actually here with me today. So I really appreciate their time, and the fact that they're doing this is great. Jessica says, I'm in Milk River. Yeah, that storm's coming up pretty hot. It's not very far from Milk River. It's coming into Milk River. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada, but there is rotation on that storm. So that one's pretty intense. So I would definitely be taking shelter in the path of that particular storm. Looks like we got some interesting reports that Patricia's sharing in our team chat from our Alberta storm reports west of Olds. That must be that storm. Looks like a wall cloud there. Okay, just trying to look through the comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for the wonderful app shoutouts. I really appreciate it. And again, if you haven't yet, download our free app. Just go to instantweatherapp.com. Instant, not Insta. Everybody's like Instagram. No, it's like instant, the full word, weatherapp.com. And you should be able to download it there for free. So, and again, a huge thank you to all those who have subscribed to extend the future radar to 5 hours, which I will bring up on the screen here. And to remove ads from the app. So your subscriptions are the reason we're able to offer the app for free to everybody else. So we really, really appreciate all those who have subscribed. Let me just pull that up really quick here. This is our app, and let me just zoom out so we can see the full area. Give me 1 second, and we'll take a look at what future radar holds over the next little while here. So let me hit play on that, and we can see where these storms are heading. There's a lot of isolated potential supercells trying to miss Edmonton, but then it shows that some storms moving through Edmonton around 7:45. So we'll see. We will see. Cheryl, I believe Sharl. I hope I pronounced it right. Excuse me. Cheryl says just subscribe. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Got to give our shout outs to our community here. A wonderful community on Facebook. We have wonderful community on Twitter. We're even on Twitch right now. If you're on the Twitch world, we're twitch.tv/instant weather as well. So shout out to Twitch, shout out to YouTube. Yeah, you folks are wonderful. We really, really appreciate it. Let's see here. So many comments. Oh my goodness. If you're wondering when the storms are going to arrive for your area, I should probably do just a quick little tutorial. So let me just pick one of these random places that people are asking about here. So let's see here. Someone said, oh, someone wanted to see the pick west of Olds. Can we bring that up from the Alberta Storm Reports group? Some pretty impressive pictures there. Here's a good one. So Tanil, I hope I pronounced that right. Tanil says, how long until it hits Airdrie? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a quick step-by-step using our free app of how you can see what time it might hit your area. So we have a few different products. We have hourly and we have a minute product. I prefer the minute product because it does sub-hourly, so it does 15-minute intervals. Let me do that right now here. I'm literally using our app in the background. You can see it right here. So let me just hit pause. And I'm going to click the magnifying glass at the very top right. So when I click that magnifying glass, it opens up our locations page. And then you just click here to search a location. AIRDRIE. Now, you shouldn't have to type Alberta after that. But you might have to. In this case, you did not. So that's your first location. Just click that right there. Would I like to enable notifications for Airdrie? Yes. And currently, you're under tornado watch, as you can see at the top. If you touch that tornado watch at the top, you'll see the link that we're streaming because we sent out a notification that we're live streaming. You can see the tornado watch and all the details, and then you can see the severe weather forecast as well too. So yeah, so we basically put all the current updates at the very, very top there. You just have to touch that bar to bring it down. And as you scroll up, you can see that thunder and hail for today. If you click that blue bar, it will open up and have more details as well. And then you have a link to minute data or hourly data, which is also, as you can see at the top there on the top left. So I'm going to click minutes so we can see. So it says at 3:15, it should be clear. At 3:30, scattered thunderstorms are possible, 47% chance. And then as we get to 3:45, 75% chance of thunderstorms. And as we get to 4 o'clock, so basically 3:45, 4 o'clock probably is about the time that those should arrive. This changes though every 15 minutes. So if you keep going back to the app and you swipe down to update, every 15 minutes there'll be a new forecast, and that's based on all the current data. So that keeps changing, that keeps adjusting. So definitely check back at the app and refresh and see if things have changed as far as timing is concerned. So the hourly product works great, but again, for this kind of short-term stuff, the minute product is the way to go for sure. So hopefully that helps. And if you do have our app, definitely search your location and check the minute product to see when the storms might be arriving for your area. I hope that helps. So give me 1 sec. I believe that my son's at the door here, so I have to go see what he needs, and I'm going to pass the mic over to these three wonderful folks that are going to help you out. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
I'm
You
just
can hear him already there. Give me a sec.
seeing how we're looking with radar.
That Cynthia cell is looking interesting. The rotation seems to have died out a little bit, but there seems to be a good like hail core on it still. I'm getting like 72, 73 dBz on that, so
That's the one up near.
Just
we
west
see
of Drayton Valley, west of Cynthia. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Do you want to pull up radar?
Yeah, I'll pull up radar here on my right.
Okay.
Make sure I have it right. There we go. And then if
I'm not quite set up there. There we go.
There we go. And I'll just press play on this, so you can see that the rotation kind of sputters out a little bit on the front of that. I'm just going to take a look at Twitter here to see if there's any reports that we have to look at. A lot of them are just concerning that Bergen. Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of the stuff is with the Bergen cell still.
Yeah, but it was a nice time lapse. We get it up.
Yeah, bring it up. There's no real coverage of these northern storms yet, so.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it touch down at the end.
Yep.
There we go. That got rain wrapped very quickly.
So
Seeing a lot of people asking about red deer. Red deer's looking okay right now, but there are storms moving into that area. Just want to double check the storm ocean.
That Rocky Mountain house cell is moving really slow, but it's trending to like northeast, so that should pass right by you. This cell down near Olds, like the Sundry one that was producing the tornado, seems to be still pretty stationary. If anything, it's moving more towards the east, very slowly.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch radar.
There might be a little bit of rain from that Sundry storm making its way into Red Deer in the next little while, but because of how slowly storms are moving, you'll have lots of heads up.
Let's play again on this this Sundry storm here and just see from the other radar station.
Yeah, they're like really slow moving. I don't think it's gonna get to Red Deer for a long time. Just like
no, I think Red Deer is clear. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm looking at, and the hail, like because on this one, the Bergen cell, the hail core looks to be like reforming. Yeah, like if you look at the last frame, there's what is that right there? 71.5 dBz on that one. So some pretty big hail. Again, I'm gonna get the link again for the Alberta storm reports, so we can put that in the comments again, just to let me just test it first. I'm just gonna put that in the comments again so people can figure out where to put their storm reports. So people are asking about Cynthia, that storm near Cynthia we were looking at before. Yeah, probably big hail to the west of Cynthia right now. Nothing really in terms of, I mean, you guys probably know better with this, but the rotation here, it looks pretty weak just in the front end of it. It's just basically a straight line. There's no real couplet there.
Yeah, I don't see any rotation in there, but
it's very slow moving. That's the one thing. So if we animate it again,
yeah,
it's just taking its time, but it is heading towards Cynthia. So probably expect some heavy rain, large hail. The winds don't seem too crazy. I'm gonna check.
So Hannah's asking for a bit of clarification when I say long time to red deer. It's like it's not going to be in the next couple minutes. Probably at least half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on if the storms start to lose steam. They could pick up a bit, but they're not moving very fast right now.
Yeah, so the app actually says like some thunderstorms likely in red deer around 3:30. So
which is about now, but
yeah, and about
nothing really going on.
Yeah, so it's like that's a 63% chance, but as it moves into 3:45 and 4 o'clock, the chance gets higher and higher as it goes to 4:30, 4:45. So probably within the next half an hour, you're going to start seeing something. Is my guess. But yeah, so that Cynthia cell, it is moving slowly, but it will be moving towards Cynthia with the hail and heavy rain. Anywhere else you guys think I should look on the radar here, just to cover? I mean, red deer we talked about.
Just to clarify, that Cynthia storm just outside of Rocky Mountain House, is that the one you're looking at, or is that further north?
This is to the northwest of Brazo Dam, and west of Cynthia, south of Carrot Creek.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
Just looking at the hail, it's estimating hail up to 7 centimeters, which is
pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be definitely way more than golf ball size. And that would be about baseball size hail. That's what it's estimating.
Wow. So yeah, whoever was asking about Cynthia, baseball sized hail possible. So yeah, well, Adam's back, but you're muted. You're muted still.
Oh, hi.
There you go.
Which of the many supercells are we watching?
The west of Cynthia one.
All of them.
All of them. Okay, that's tricky. West of Cynthia, yeah, that thing is a beast. And the one going into Rocky Mountain House is pretty crazy looking too. And what else is there? There's the one to the north, west of Barhead, Tiger Lily, which also looks interesting. Certainly some hail on there as well. Holy folks, there are a lot of supercells to cover today.
What
it's gonna be tricky.
This one here?
The Thunderstorm
looks one is looking weird.
That chance. Look at the
kind of hooking.
Again, that's the same. That's the Bergen one. That's the Bergen cell.
That's the Bergen. Yeah, yep. Chance cell now. It's if you're in Chance or Harmattan, that storm still. This is the one that produced the tornado earlier. Still rotation on it. What's the reports say here? Holy, there is a golf ball size hail reported by Jay Lesk. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And that was Range Road 41 and Highway 582.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, there's some pretty beastly,
Actually, I can put up the
hail.
Picture.
Yeah, that's Bergen cell. Yeah.
Wow,
it's starting to pick up for sure. I have a feeling it's going to get even bigger than that. But yeah, that storm that produced the tornado is still showing rotation, moving east. Still a beast of a storm. So
it seems to wrapping up more. It's weird.
Still got the flying V on it.
If I do the
still cooking
animation, it seems to be rebuilding the hook.
And it's not going very far.
It's so slow.
It's moving really slow, which is good. It's helpful. Let's see here. Yeah. I hope the spotters aren't ditching that storm. I don't think they will be.
I don't think they are. I'm still seeing a lot of pictures being posted. They're still watching it.
Okay, good. I want to see if I want to pull up, see if I can see the latest photo from Rocky Mountain House here. Ooh, yeah, it's something. Let's see if I can pull that up here. This is from the webcam, Rocky Mountain House webcam here. And that is looking southwest. And it's quite the shelf coming in. I wonder what's going on here. This is looking southeast, and that is looking north. So that storm is moving into Rocky Mountain House right now, and it's looking pretty angry. So that's another one to watch closely. But yeah, that Flying V supercell that we saw that has already produced a tornado and then lifted, it is still looking pretty nasty. Still a Flying V supercell north of Chance.
A lot of inflow on that.
Yeah, still rotation. What's the higher velocity tilts look like? Yeah, still like a super organized meso. Still there. Still pretty organized rotation on that cell. So I wouldn't be surprised if it put another one down, especially in this environment. So super glad Environment Canada issued the tornado watches, which is great because it gets the word out that there is potential, well in advance of. I mean, we all get kind of used to severe thunderstorm watches. We shouldn't, but we do in some cases. Especially when there's many issued. Every other day, starts to become the norm. And especially with isolated storms, you're like, oh, well, it didn't hit that day, it didn't hit this day, and you'd rather not get caught off guard by something like that. So I'm glad they've upgraded to Tornado Watch, especially for a day as strong as today. And and there's this. This was the storm just west of Drayton Valley, still looking quite organized, heading towards Cynthia. I did want to take a peek at the storm just south of, or just coming from south of the border. Quickly as well too. Let's see if it has. Oh, it looks like it might have weakened here, but I'm actually at a higher tilt. So let's go back down to tilt 1. So the rotation that was heading towards right at the border towards Milk River and Coots, it may have weakened slightly, although it's pretty far away from the radar station. I'm going to try the one that is the Schuler radar station near Medicine Hat. Doesn't look too strong there, so it's possible that rotation has weakened a bit. But that storm's still producing hail, and it's still, I believe, under a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada. So it's certainly one to watch. Yes, but still, it looks like there's still the tornado warning. They didn't drop the tornado warning; they kept it on because it's still rotating.
Yeah, it's still in effect. It hasn't been updated in like almost an hour now.
We've got a new funnel cloud on that storm now too. I just pulled up a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Oh, did you? This is your picture, Elena? Let me pull that up.
Yeah.
From who? Darren Howard? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's
so he's
his
one of
handle
the Lightning Man AB.
Lightning Man AB. If you're on Twitter, please give Darren a follow. Lightning Man AB. And he's got a funnel cloud now on the. It's on Bergen Road, looking west at 3:30. So 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
New funnel cloud on that storm. I would not be surprised if that storm didn't recycle and put another one down. I mean, it's already got a funnel cloud there, so it's not going to be long until that happens again. So, rotating supercell, Flying V supercell. It is quite a strong storm right now. So, So those cells are interesting.
There's also a new severe warning storm just north of Edmonton, northwest. Let me show.
Oh, is that the Barhead one? Yeah,
the Barhead one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said strong wind gusts and up to nickel size hail.
Okay, let's go take a peek at that right now. Uh-oh, cat's back. Oh dear. Oh man. Every time.
Why close the door?
Well, they hang out in here, so can't really kick them out. All right, we got cat forecasters now. This is Snacks, everyone. He'll purr into the mic. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's see here. There's also a little storm south of Stony Plain. I wonder what that's going to do there, because that would eventually, if it kept going, that's going to head into Edmonton, I would assume. Let me just take a little play here of radar animation. They were going north.
Yeah, all those cells today have been going north to the west of Edmonton. They're just heading right north.
Never mind. I thought that would head towards Edmonton, but I guess they're going due north, which is pretty wild. So that storm's heading towards Stony Plain. Nothing too substantial in it yet, but those storms are some to watch. But yeah, look at that. That's weird. It's weird to see storms.
There's a really defined funnel cloud on that.
On what, Barhead?
Bergen storm?
Bergen.
Oh, is that the Bergen again?
Let me pull it up.
Do you want to?
I've got a
directions happening here.
I can get it.
Yeah.
The Drayton Valley storm's going east, while the Edmonton storms are going north.
That's where the low pressure center is.
That makes sense. Yeah, I haven't taken a look at surface maps in a bit. Oh yeah, it's really defining now. And Kyle got that A. Yeah, of course, Kyle.
Of course, it's Kyle. Oh, and Brendan's got another picture.
Here's another one.
Whoa.
You can kind of see the funnel cloud defined.
Yeah, you can for sure see it.
So
yep.
It's probably on the ground now, I would imagine, because it's very close to the ground there.
Hey, the Barhead storm's starting to get a little bit of rotation here. Tiny little mezzo here. Right there. And it looks like it's trying to birth into a little supercell here. So if you're in Tiger Lily, Moose Wallow, that area right now, and which way is that going? I think it's kind of standing still and slowly moving. It's starting to slowly move east, northeast. So Barhead should be missed by this cell. But how do you pronounce the fort? Assiniboine? What is it? Assiniboine? Assiniboine? Someone explained this to me before. I swear on one of our streams. Someone... Assiniboine?
So.
And I just think it's Assiniboine.
Assiniboine? And so that storm might head up to Fort Assiniboine. Moose Wallow, and where else here? Tiger Lily, just heading north of Mystery Lake, heading up towards Camp Creek as well too. So yeah, that storm's starting to build into a little supercell. Oh, there's more storms to the north, but they don't look too wild.
Holy. Quick update here. Severe thunderstorm warning issued west of Calgary for Redwood Meadows, Bragg Creek, Jumping Pound, Glenbow, Cochrane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was 3 minutes ago. Yep.
Yeah, that's starting to come together. It hasn't really moved in a long time. Pretty stationary from what I remember. Let's hit animate and watch. And those are merging, I think. Yeah, they're starting to kind of merge into one cell. And if they start to push east, they'll go right into Calgary, although they might miss to the north, maybe? I don't know. What about that cell?
More towards Airdrie.
That Bergen cell is actually now pushing southeast? Or is it just stretching slowly? So this storm already put down
There's a video of it.
Again?
I think
I see it, yeah. Eric Yoink?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think another tornado warning was... Oh, did they update the tornado warning, or was it a new one?
I will look into that one.
They must have... I think they updated it. Because it's the same region, so I think they just updated it. So I see 337, so it must have been updated.
Yeah, because it's been in effect for like over an hour, and they haven't updated it since then.
What do you want, food?
Yes.
You and Alana. And me. Get your claws out of me. Go sit in your chair.
Yeah, there's multiple reports.
I'm always good for food.
Funnel.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything that was just said. Okay. Kitty cats.
Yeah, there's multiple reports on the funnel now on just north of Westcott, which is that Chance storm. So there's a funnel.
Okay. Rocky Mountain House is about to get hit by that storm. I'm going to go take a look at that webcam again because it looks like it's right on top of Rocky Mountain House now.
Yeah, and yes, there is a tornado warning for Sundry. I don't know if that was mentioned.
I think it was updated. It was still... I don't think they ever dropped it. I think
it's always continued for them.
Yeah, it was still continued. Funnel possible north of Westcott, says Shane Turgeon on Twitter. Where is Westcott?
Westcott is the Chance. That's the Chance cell that I was just talking about.
Oh, okay. Let me click on it here. Search it up. It's easier that way. Oh, 1 second. Westcott, Alberta?
Yeah, that's southeast of Chance.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the same cell. Okay.
Yeah.
The Chance cell. We've been calling it the Bergen cell for a while, but yes, I see. Okay, he's on the same cell. That's good. The cell west of Calgary is starting to pick up with some hail there. That's starting to get interesting. Could be developing into something. 1 second here. And let me just flip over to, we haven't taken a look at the whole region for a while. So let me just flip over to our app, and I'm going to hit play on the Future Radar. This is the upgraded radar subscription package. Again, thank you to everyone. It looks like Red Deer is probably next based on Future Radar as these start to slowly track to the east-northeast. They're going to go for a while, all the way till they track into Saskatchewan. Still spinning weak inflow, says Brock Tropy on Twitter as well too. So again, a lot of folks on that cell, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, so
looks like there's been a lot of cloud seeding ahead of that storm too.
Okay, crazy rotation now on that cell. It's getting a lot stronger on the Shan cell.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, a lot stronger. Let me flip over to that here. Let's go full screen. This cell, the one that had the funnel cloud, the one that has producer tornado, I mean, like, just from being backed out, I looked at it and went, okay, yeah. I mean, definitely organized rotation on the Shan cell. Starting to pick back up again. Flying V supercell. Rocky Mountain House is interesting as well too. Maybe a little bit messier. The rotation doesn't seem to be as prevalent on the Rocky Mountain House cell. Let me check from the.
There's also significant tornado damage that's been reported from that.
From probably the original, the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably the original one. They're probably just getting around to looking at it.
Yeah.
Look how many decimal points are on that lat long. That's a very specific location.
Well, you got to be when they're going to be trying to examine exactly where the tornado was and where it produced the damage, right? Because he's part of NTP, so they're going to want to narrow that down.
Yes, for sure. That's a good point. Absolutely. Just that's a lot of decimal points. Okay. Still rotation going towards Cynthia as well. As you can see here, west of Drayton Valley. Still moving very slowly. I know folks in Cynthia are probably wondering when that storm's going to show up. It is moving your way. It is rotating, and it's taking its sweet time. So you have a little bit of time to wait. The cell behind also has, near Pembina Forks, also seeing a little bit of rotation there as well. So multiple rotating supercells here. Nothing anywhere as close to strong as the Bergen storm northeast of Elkton. This thing is still quite strong near Shantz. Organized rotation, and I think we're on tilt 2. Let's go to tilt 3. That's still being supported up top. So still rotation on the storm. I wouldn't be surprised if it did eventually. So that video said there was a little bit of a brief touchdown, potentially, just a quick one again. So that storm just keeps regenerating itself. And let's take a look at the Calgary cell. Starting to, I say Calgary, but it's actually south of Cochrane there. Starting to, looks like the hail's really picking up on it, but rotation is still
that would be some hail issues.
Definitely some hail issues with that one. But where is it going? It seems to be kind of stationary.
Cynthia storm is kind of picking up. There's definitely some broad rotation with it.
Yeah, that one is definitely starting to pick up. That's the one west of Drayton Valley, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this storm wants to go east, but it keeps regenerating to the south. It tries to go north, then it regenerates to the south. And eventually it might end up moving to the east. Maybe towards Airdrie, maybe towards Calgary, we'll see. But it's certainly hanging out. Right now. That storm to the north is still probably the most dangerous storm we have right now, which is still under a tornado warning from Environment Canada. And it is still north of Westcott, northeast of Elkton, east of Bergen, so Harmadden. And again, the folks in Olds and Didsbury and Minaret are probably wondering, when's this storm going to show up? Shantz is currently underneath this storm right now. I hope you're taking shelter in Shantz if you are there, because that storm is quite dangerous and right on top of you. But it's taking its sweet, sweet time to move to the east. These are, when you have this many storms to watch, it's nice when they're moving slowly, because then we can really take a look at them individually, give them their due time, without having to rush around and try to figure out what these storms are doing. But again, let's take a look at that Barhead one, because it's starting to get a little bit of a, maybe the rotation's not too bad on that. Yeah, the rotation's not, whatever rotation we saw earlier has weakened a bit near Moose Wallow, northwest of Campsie, west of Tiger Lily, Mystery Lake area. So, but definitely some hail on that. And I believe it is still probably under a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada.
Yeah, I believe it is. Let me check.
Let's double check here. Yes, it should be east of Whitecourt.
Very strong winds, up to nickel size hail.
Okay. Yeah, I see. So that there's still a couple of interesting storms there west of Drayton Valley. Again, we're watching those closely. I only think there's a severe thunderstorm warning on them right now, but shouldn't be long until I wonder if some spotters are actually in this area west of Cynthia, because it's still cooking pretty good. Let me just make sure I have the latest radar loaded.
Let me check.
Yeah.
There aren't any spotters up there.
Oh, no spotters right now? Okay. Well, yeah. I guess
they've all converged down around Didsbury.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
And then there's a couple down near Cochrane.
Area.
Liam, I see you asked on in our team chat if extend the polygon for Bergen. I think it's probably still within my original polygon. I think I dialed it back.
It hasn't moved much.
Hasn't moved much at all. Kim asks, "Can I watch the live feed on the app?" Not yet, but that's something we're gonna add to the app at some point in time. For now, you could do. We are on YouTube, so if you search Instant Weather on YouTube, we are there. So if if you have YouTube on your TV, you could watch the live stream on the TV, and then you could have your phone to check the app. But currently, no. But that is something we will be adding at some point in time. Eventually. Let's see here. So many comments. Whoa, I'm way behind. I just went to scroll them, and there's about 40 since maybe more. Let me see here. Brittany says, "Can we see the cloud near Sundry again?" What's the latest photo on that one? I don't think anybody's posted
There's a really good one. Let me see if I can get it on there.
Sure.
This one doesn't really show anything, but it's a really nice photo. See if I can
the Pembina Forks storm is really rotating now. Side note, that's quite a couplet on Pembina Forks. That kind of oh, you're showing that right now? Here, let me get rid of her comments so you can see. Okay, well,
wow.
That's the latest. Wow.
Move it up a bit.
Yeah, no, looks good. Basically, you can see it right to the surface. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think I want to send a notification for, I don't think I sent one for Pembina Forks before, but it is definitely rotating. So I think I'm going to send a notification for that cell right now. Might as well do that while we're all together on the stream. Oh, I did want to take a look at Rocky Mountain House camera first, though. And I think the notification's probably more important. So let's do that first. And then, 1 second here. Okay, do we have any? No. Okay.
Did we cover, while I was gone, did we cover the tweet by Francis with the significant tornado damage? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That Bergen storm is really tightening up on the latest scan. So I can get it up. There we are.
Exactly. Oh, you got that? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really strengthening again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that produced again. Pea-sized hail starting in Cochrane. Someone reported. Let's see. You want to swipe over again? Sorry, were you saying something about the hail core?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a hail core. It's kind of, I wonder how much it is producing. Check that in a minute.
Seeing reports of pea-sized hail in Cochrane.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw that. So let me send a notification with this Pembina Forks, because it is, are we going to get another update soon? 42. Don't think
Should be in a
so.
couple minutes.
Yeah, okay. We got time. Okay, so let me just do this here all together on this cell. I want to send out a notification on this one. Which way is it going? Nowhere, right? If these ones are moving slow. Probably to the northeast, I would assume. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going slowly east, these particular ones. So let me go orange. And I'm going to send it a little. It's going east towards Brazo Dam. It's going to take a while to get there, but I think that's the next stop. So let me just do that. And there. Okay. I'm going to just take a photo of this, try to remember to actually use it when I post about it. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So let's do an update for them. 19 folks in the path there, which is somebody. So a rotation detected on the storm near Mbina Forks, tracking slowly to the east. Northeast. Okay, and let me just put that image in instead. Okay, and it's 3:50. It's time, and clickety, and send. Okay, all the folks in the path there would have got that notification. And I should probably go clean up some of the old ones because I think there might be some that maybe are worth removing yet. I'll go take a look. Give me 1 second here. Give me a moment.
That same storm was just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued by Environment Canada.
Okay. The Pembina Forks?
Yeah, very strong wind gusts, up to ping pong ball size hail and heavy rain.
Oh. I'm going to remove the tornado reported, or maybe I shouldn't because it's probably going to produce again in just a second, right?
Yeah, as soon as you take that down, it'll come back up again.
As soon as I take that down, it's going to produce. I mean, the meso is super organized. Let me flip that over here. The meso looks, yeah, look at this meso. It is ridiculous. Okay, what about higher up in the cell? Let's go to tilt 3, and it's there. Let's go to tilt 4, and it's there. So yeah, that cell is still very strong. Oh, we just got an update. And that might even be a more organized meso. Like it's tightening up right on the hook. I wonder if there is a correlation coefficient to look at. Let's take a peek here. Not really co-located with it. There's some drop there. If the drop was right here, then I would say that it's producing damage right now, but I don't. You would obviously be getting reports that it's putting one down. There was a crazy photo on Alberta storm reports from Sundry earlier of the touchdown. That looks quite impressive.
I saw that.
That Teresa just shared. That looks wild. I got to take a look at that. There's so many storms to watch. I got to take a look at the one down by the border because I think the rotation did weaken on that one. I might get rid of that notification.
Yeah, that looks like it's kind of died down a little bit.
Yeah, there's still something going on, but just like a hail core mainly right now. So I think wait, let me go to tilt 1 because I'm always at tilt 2. That's something we're going to do for the Instant Weather Pro app is it's going to automatically recognize if it's a range folded long range velocity, and it will automatically put you to tilt 2 when you go to those stations, and automatically put you back to tilt 1 when you go to a regular station. I want that feature. So I'm going to add it. I'm going to put that on our feature board. So we have to add that for sure, because that would be awesome. Because then it's so annoying to go back and forth between tilt 1 and tilt 2 every time you switch stations. But this rotation east of Chance is wrapping up quite tightly. This storm has already had a history of producing tornadoes. And it is really starting to cook east of Chance. It's got quite the hook right there, and there is quite the rotation meso right there. A little bit of a couplet right in there as well too. So slowly tracking its way towards Minaret. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm assuming I always do. Didsbury, Olds, that area, but it's slow. It just seems like it's slowly tracking east. So it's just north of Westcott, and it's tracking slowly east towards Minaret. But that storm is dangerous. That is a dangerous storm, and I wouldn't be surprised if it pushed another funnel cloud out or put another tornado down at some point in time. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Milk River for now. So that notification, if you refresh our app, if you're in Milk River, excuse me, which I did see one of our community members said they are in Milk River or in Coots. And if you refresh the app, that rotation detected will be gone from the app for now. But we'll continue to watch that storm closely as well. So busy day. Oh my goodness. Let me just go through the comments here and see what folks are saying. Garth says, Rocky Mountain House update. Ooh, I did want to take a look at that camera. Let me just pull up those cameras here because the pictures looked pretty wild. Let's see if we can get... this is the current Rocky Mountain House camera view. It's wet. Let me back up a couple frames here so we can see as that rolled in. Whoa, that sky was crazy. So look at this. These are 10-minute progressions. So an hour ago, 50 minutes ago, seen maybe some green in there as well too. That was 40 minutes ago, so it was kind of moving forward and backwards. That's crazy. And then that's half an hour ago. There's 20 minutes ago. Looks like some scud here hanging from the storm. And that is kind of maybe a scuddy little wall cloud possibly. And 10 minutes ago, and then currently in it. Looks like, and you can actually see some of the precipitation, not just on the camera here, but it could be some hail falling there because you can see these like white little streaks. So there's that. So we'll keep watching that. Let's see if we can get a different view from the south. This was the southeast view, and that's the shelf rolling past. And here's the north view. Let's see if we had anything else from there. We can really see the shelf just peeking in from the corner and on top. And
the tornado warning was ended for that storm, the Shant storm.
They ended it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
At least from what I can tell.
Are you sure? Because it looks like the...
Let me look on the Environment Canada website. Maybe they... No, it's gone.
Probably a good idea. They have ended it. Whoa. Okay, well, did they... So they replaced it with...
Yeah, they replaced it with severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay.
Nickel with ping pong ball size hail, heavy rain, strong wind gusts. It might be because there really isn't any chaser reports on it.
Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, there's this mezzo.
That's true.
Perfectly co-located with the hook. As perfect as it possibly could get. So yeah, that's a storm to continue to watch. But severe thunderstorm warning. Does the severe thunderstorm warning mention... Yeah, I see that they ended it. Does the severe thunderstorm warning mention a tornado potential on it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay, well, we continue to watch. Let's see here. I'm going to jump to our forecast map, which we haven't touched on in a while. This is the forecast map if you have not seen it. It's very colorful. So there's that. So Garth, yeah, just taking a look at the Rocky Mountain House. Severe thunderstorm warning still. Hail risk. But I don't think we were seeing any rotation on it. The rotation did weaken on it, so that's a good thing for sure. But again, as you can see, significant severe risk for parts of our area in red with the number 4, and quite a lot of populated areas highlighted there. But we do have the orange area, which is 3. All of the orange and red area we highlighted with the tornado risk because somewhere in there could be tornado potential. And then in yellow, we have the number 2, which is an isolated severe risk, and in blue is number 1, which is a non-severe risk. And there's no gray on the map, so nobody's asking, what does gray mean? I mean, there is gray in other provinces, just no gray in the actual map. So that is something one day Brennan will add to the legend, but maybe never. Let's see here.
Never.
That Pembina Forks one has like a huge hail spike on it. Like it must be producing like crazy size hail.
Which one?
It up. The
Pembina Forks. Wow, did that ever pick up? That looks wild. Let me pull that up here.
There it is.
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh, you already got it up there. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty nasty.
Yeah,
What
really
is the DBZ in the center of that one? I think I already got it here. 71.5.
71.
Yeah, that is.
There's a 72 in there too.
Is it 72? Jeez, that is definitely producing some hail. It's got quite a little mezzo. Well, maybe not. I did send a rotation update
I think
earlier.
that's just outflow.
Yeah, well, if it's producing that much hail, it's probably inflow, but it's I know
really
it's on the right side. It's on the right side. Yeah. I think it's just an inflow hail rotation. So hopefully nothing too significant on that besides giant hail, which is significant. But yeah, that's a pretty nasty looking storm. And then, did we get an update here? We did. Got an update on Chance. Still got it rotation mezzo, and still has a little hook. Just kind of got an interesting shape to it. And still slowly cracking to the east. Nothing too wild on it yet. And they did drop the tornado warning for that, which is good news. That's great news from Environment Canada. Has dropped the the tornado warning on the Chance cell. Calgary's starting to look interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that. It has pretty decent hail.
What's going on right here?
Hail spike or no?
No.
Interesting little. I wonder if that's supported up top. Let's go take a look. Take a look at tilt 3. It's broad, but it's there. And tilt 4. Supported on multiple tilts. So I might be thinking that's maybe not noise, and it's co-located with the hook. So that's an interesting cell for sure that we're gonna have to watch. So give me right 1 sec. I'll be right back with everybody. Just a minute.
Not seeing much or updates on Twitter right now. Like the storm has some really nice structure to it, but no more funnel clouds.
Interesting lowering on it. Let me pull it up. There we go. There's this one that was just taken recently.
Okay.
Near Eagle Hill. I think that's the Chance storm.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing that now. Yeah. Interesting.
Let me.
Going through comments.
There we go. Let me see what else we have on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm seeing people talking about red deer. It's still a ways out from red deer. Yeah,
with the trajectory of it, I don't think it may even miss red deer.
Yeah, it looks like the one to Chance, the one might pass to the south, and then the one near Butte might pass to the north. So
yeah, I don't even know if it's been
Sylvan Lake might get it. Red deer could be clear. It's hard to say because they're moving so slowly. It gotta kind of hang in there and see what kind of motion they take. Yeah, that one that was tornado warned. I think that could just pass to the south of red deer.
You look at red deer up here, and I'll play it.
The storms aren't moving very fast.
No, and if anything, they're stretching out. They're like, especially the one west of Calgary there, like it's just stretching out. So if anything, like Airdrie could see some precipitation afterwards, like later on.
I would be concerned if people in Cochrane, like that would be a major flooding risk, I think.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there. And even the hail core right there.
The one that pops up, yeah, like 5 frames in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me check to see what the hail core is doing. I don't want to show that. Let me check.
Twitter seems to be pretty
Okay.
quiet for updates.
Yeah, I was kind of noticing.
I'm guessing all the chasing teams, like the Northern Halos project and stuff, they've kind of been stationary with that Sundry storm with the tornado, probably doing damage reports.
Yeah, I'm seeing
and I don't
reports that there was significant structural damage and that the local fire departments are on the scene, and cattle have gone missing. So hopefully that's all taken care of soon.
There's a couple chasers on that Cochrane storm, so we should get some decent information about that.
Yeah, who did we got down?
Just looking at hail.
Okay.
Hail-wise, we're looking at probably close to golf ball size hail just outside of Cochrane. Maybe a little less.
Where are you seeing that?
So that's an issue. That little Draining Valley cell that just popped up, that's concerning. There's a bunch of different pop-ups just outside of Edmonton. Kind of see them all showing up.
Yeah, Drayton Valley raining with thunder. So just that cell you were mentioning, seeing comments from people who live there.
Because Rather's a little delayed, so I would imagine it would probably be producing lightning right about now. It's outside of Pembina.
Oh, okay. We've got some severe thunderstorm warning for further south, north of Medicine.
Yeah, I see that. Just yeah, let's look at that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like right over radar. Yeah, that's a little storm there.
That's outside. It's noise. But it does look pretty decent. I wonder what the do you
Might
have the
be a little
warning
bit
up?
of hail.
What does it say?
Up to nickel size hail, heavy rain.
Yeah,
located near Middle Sand Hills, heading northeast at 40 kilometers per hour. So that's gonna probably be around CFB Suffield. What else we got going on?
Look at those storms down south. There is some storms down here popping. That's interesting.
I know there was a couple.
I believe.
Oh, Adam's back.
Who? Oh, me. Yeah.
Look at that.
Whoa, that's south of the border, right? That's the border.
But it's over Alberta now. Like it's across the border.
The one that was the one that was in Coots, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got some strong winds on there. But the one south of the border there, that one's got look at what's the value on that?
Like 105 kilometers. I zoom in. Oh, 120.
120 on that brightest peak? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me go down and take a peek at it.
And we were also looking at...
Oh, there's storms north of Medicine Hat.
Yeah, it's severe warm
Where did
now.
those come from? It's interesting velocity signature north of the storm up there. Weird. Yeah, where did those come from? Came out of nowhere. And not as strong on the Canadian radar.
Some some more pop-ups just south of Edmonton too. I'm watching like.
And just an update too, that Bergen cell, like the east of Bergen, near Minaret, it looks like it's weakening. Like the rotation is very broad now.
Oh, good. All right, I'm gonna pull that tornado reported off of it as well. And what else? We had the Drayton Valley one and minor rotation for the Bergen one, but that is a long gone. So let's see here, get rid of that as well too. And the last one is the Pembina Fork, so I should go take a peek at that as well. Let's see here. Oh, Pembina Fork still look. Ooh, it's looking pretty ripe.
That's concerning.
Ripe there. That's concerning, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's an interesting spot. It's definitely inflow, but it's
kind of long range. Kind of hard.
It's kind of long range. That's what it is. Yeah. So there's definitely a rotating updraft in the Pembina Fork cell, moving slowly to the east. For those who are in Brazeau Dam that were wondering if it's going to hit there, it might head north of you. Like if we take a little play on the animation here, I think it's probably going to end up heading north. We just watch. See, those other cells were heading northeast. This one was heading due east, and now it looks like it's trying to go to the north. Another feature we need to add to this is pause on the final frame for a second before starting the animation again. That would be helpful. So more things to add, but that's okay. We haven't even launched it yet. So let's see here. And you said there was some stuff south of Edmonton that's starting to pop? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wetaskiwin area.
Yes. Yeah, going due north. West of Wetaskiwin is going due north. And let me go back here. What's going on in the Argentia beach? Going to the north. Okay, and then there's that storm that's west of Edmonton, which looks interesting on reflectivity, but absolutely zippo on velocity. It's got a little tail and a little hook, but near Parkland Village. But on velocity radar, on wind radar, it looks super boring. So it's got a great shape to it, but nothing's happening velocity-wise. Whoa, these storms near Barhead are starting to cook here up there. Velocity is still pretty weak though, so just a hail and maybe a wind risk. And what's happening over here? You know, we haven't taken a look at in a while. Ooh, that might be interesting. Some weak rotation northwest of Haddock. We haven't taken a look up at the Grand Prairie area in a while. If anything's going on up there, I definitely want to.
There was a bit of lightning, the south of Grand Prairie towards Grand Cache.
Okay.
But that was a little while ago. I was looking at that.
Yeah, and some cells to the north up by Peace River, but they look pretty peaceful. Thanks, I'll be here all night.
Yeah, I was saying, please tell me that wasn't on purpose, but yes, it was.
Well, it was somewhat on purpose. The Cynthia cell finally got the Cynthia. They've been waiting for it all day. And the rotation is pretty weak. It seems weaker than it once was.
It does have a massive hail core, though. Like, it's producing...
Let's see. Oh, yeah. 69.5 TBZ.
About 5 centimeters.
Oh, wow. It's intense. Still, that meso on the Pembina Fork cell is still pretty predominant. So that's
yeah, and it's also showing about golf ball size hail. Even though I would estimate, based on the reflectivity, that would be maybe more than golf ball.
Whoa. Rocky Mountain House finally got that storm, as we saw in the webcam there. The rotation west of Olds, west of Didsbury, has finally weakened, which is exciting, so that's great. And the storm west of Calgary continues to strengthen.
Yeah, it's got an interesting shape there.
Let me make sure I got the latest frame. Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to get kind of a supercell shape. It's kind of merging here. Let me go back to 2 times speed. Let's take a look at this animation. Because it was kind of in a multi-cell, and they're all kind of collaborating. Yeah, they're all merging into one cell, and they don't want to leave west of Calgary. I wonder if we can get eyes on this.
There is a couple chasers on it, but I haven't seen anything on Twitter.
Maybe we can go to the nav cam from Calgary. One sec, I'll pull that up. Let me just do that really quickly. Give me just 1 second. I will pull that up. Nothing left in Rocky House to look at. Rocky Mountain House. But we do have a camera in Calgary. We can look west. Ooh, pretty cool views, actually. Let's take a peek at that. Excuse me. There we go. Let me just scroll that up a bit. Okay, and I'll transition that. There we go. So this is looking west from Calgary right now.
Is that from
I
the
got an
airport?
update on that one. Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's really strongly worded. Environment Canada meteorologists are tracking a dangerous thunderstorm capable of producing very strong wind gusts up to tennis ball size hail and heavy rain. The severe thunderstorm is 10 kilometers south of Cochrane and moving northeast at 10 kilometers an hour.
Eek.
So tennis ball size hail just outside of Calgary.
That's what they're expecting, yeah, on that storm. Well, that's what it's capable of, yeah. Not reported. We haven't had reported tennis ball size hail.
Yeah, I
but
don't really see it on reflectivity yet, but it might show up.
I think they're expecting that one to really strengthen.
Yeah.
It's just like merging, right? It's just merging and growing and strengthening in size. Yeah, that's certainly a storm to watch. Let me I'll pull up that alert here on our Facebook page, Alberta Storm Watch. 1 second here. I see that warning. Yeah, okay. Let me pull that up here really quick. I did want to pull up our Facebook group as well too, so I'll do that in just a second here. But this is the severe thunderstorm warning west of Calgary, and again, pretty hefty wording as Brendan mentioned here. Environment Canada meteorologists tracking dangerous capable of producing very strong wind gusts up to tennis ball size hail and heavy rain. So they're pretty excited about this storm that is west of Calgary. And whoa. Anybody see that post on Twitter there?
We have a picture. Yeah, I was just looking at it. I think it's.
Did you see what I'm talking about?
Let me get it up.
It said, I think it's Bragg Creek, wherever Bragg Creek is. 1 second here. Towards Bragg Creek right now. Yeah, that would be that storm. That's the same storm?
Bragg Creek is just outside of Calgary, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is right here. So this is Frozen Nostrils. Frozen Nostrils. Did Liam I beat Liam to it? Barely.
I think I beat you to it. I just got
back. Got a little bit of wall cloud. Hey, there's a little bit of wall cloud on that one. Oh, wait. Yeah, that is that one. That's the Bragg Creek one. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a wall cloud developing on that. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Question for you, Adam.
Radar update. Hey, I answer questions. What's up?
Yeah, the NavCam webcam where you're looking at, was that Springbank Airport or was that YYC?
Well, I think it was YYC. Oh, no, it is Springbank.
Okay, so that's...
Why, is that west of town?
Yeah, that's closer to the storm.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I wonder why I was so close up, because I'm like, if this is from Calgary Airport, how are they seeing it so close up? But yeah, that's basically like tucked right underneath it, right? Oh yeah,
that's the same storm just outside of Calgary.
Yeah, so developing wall cloud west of Calgary on a storm that's basically stationary, and you can see there's a little bit of rotation actually west of near Jumping Pound. It's kind of a little bit of rotation developing. That seems to be directly, yeah, that's right on the hook, right in the inflow. And this storm is not going anywhere, and it might start to move east, which would be a problem for Calgary. Last thing Calgary needs is more hail. There's some brutal hailstorms last year. Let's see. Yeah, so it's trying to do nothing as far as motion's concerned. It just keeps building and building and building. It's like it's revving its engine there, but it hasn't gone anywhere yet. So
here's another photo of it.
Oh, you beat me to it.
See.
No, that's one of the chasers that I noticed was in the area.
Which chaser is that?
Todd Graham.
Okay, let's make sure everybody gives him a follow on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, please. Pretty please. Definitely give all these brave souls a follow, because it's not easy being out there. I know Liam's a chaser, and I've done Liam. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Just so you know.
Sorry, I'm not talking to the stream. I'm just talking to the person in the background. My bad.
Oh, okay. That's all good. It's all good. But yes, Liam definitely knows that it can be quite dangerous out there, and I know Lana's been out there spotting as well too, and myself, and it can be quite dangerous out there. So please give them a follow. Show them some love, show them some support. It's a pretty incredible chase community in Alberta. So definitely, and the relationship with them and Environment Canada is fantastic, and they share all the reports with us as well too. It's great, and yeah, definitely quite a great community of storm enthusiasts that are making sure that everybody's staying safe. So I'm going to load up the latest future radar. We haven't looked at that in a while. Again, tornado watches across much of the region for these dangerous supercells that are developing. We're watching storms north of Medicine Hat. We're watching storms east of Coots. We're watching storms that are west of Calgary, west of Olds, going through Rocky Mountain House right now, heading up towards potentially Edmonton, storms near Drayton Valley, storms near Pembina Forks. There are storms everywhere. Well, not everywhere. They're very isolated storms, in fact, so they're pretty much nowhere, but they're dangerous storms, so we have to watch them as they track. Let me just flip over to our app. Again, if you have not downloaded our app, and if you're just joining us on the live stream, please do so. Head over to instantweatherapp.com. The app is free. And again, a huge thank you to those who have upgraded the radar.
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh.
I think he closed his tab.
You gonna come back?
Bye, Adam. Oh, I think he's back.
Oh.
To get 5 hours of future radar. Holy. 1 second here. I'm just blocking spammers on
yeah, I was trying to get them too.
Darn spammers. It's always YouTube. But yeah, so huge thank you to those who have upgraded the radar to get 5 hours of future radar, 5 hours of future radar, and to remove ads from the app. We sincerely appreciate it. Here is your past and future radar. Where are these storms going? Nobody knows. Future radar is attempting to predict it. They're going east. Right now, they're not moving anywhere, but they're slowly trying to track to the east. Future radar says. Red, it keeps showing Red Deer getting hit by a storm, so we'll see. I know there's a lot of folks in the Red Deer area. 39 seconds ago, that wall cloud is strengthening west of Calgary.
Yeah, I see that. Let me just pull it up.
Yeah, pull that up on Twitter, please. Maybe we should choose who's going to share before everybody fights to share the latest update.
I'm doing it.
We'll do a rock, paper, scissors. Velocity's not that strong, but you're starting to see a developing wall cloud. That again is Frozen Nostrils Dodds on Twitter, and he's sending in those reports there. I do want to also bring up our reporting page, because we've been promoting our reporting page as well too. Again, if you are on Facebook, search for Alberta Storm Reports and join our reporting group, which is fantastic because when you share your reports, everybody in the community can see it. So it's a great frictionless way to share your reports with everybody else and to see everybody else's reports as well too. So I'm going to go jump over and check that out really quickly. Let me just make sure I have the right group up, and I want to see everybody's reports over there. Make sure that that I see what folks have been reporting. Oh my goodness. West of Drayton Valley. Crazy photo. 1 second here. You got to see this. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. This is on our group, Alberta Storm Reports. Look at the lowering on, look at the wall cloud on this. This is west of Drayton Valley 9 minutes ago. So this was at 10 after 4. And that is that is such a low hanging wall cloud. That is bananas. Oh my goodness. That is hanging really, really low from the storm. So that is a problem. Oops, that's not the right thing. Where did I go? There we go. Okay, so let's keep taking a look. That was from Margarita. Thank you very much, Margarita. Appreciate you sharing that report with everybody. Actually, I'm going to share that with our pages here. Let me just do that really quickly here in the while we're waiting. Let's go to Alberta Storm. Let me just copy her details.
While you do that, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning for southwest of Edmonton. So strong wind gusts, up to 2 knee-size hail. That's going to be for the county of Wetaskiwin near Pigeon Lake and Leduc County near Kalmar and Devon.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I shared that to our 2 Facebook pages there, and yeah, that is ridiculous. So let's keep scrolling. Oh, this was that Brandon Harrison sent this and said, sent from my little sister out by Sundry, and that was the tornado photo that I was talking about earlier that I saw in the group, which looks quite impressive. Here's the original, this image. Oh, I see, but a different size. So, and then this was the West of Olds photos here of the core there, of the hail and rain core. And there's our live stream. Well, that's very meta. We're watching our live stream on our live stream.
Let's
see here. And that was, yeah, extremely meta on meta. What are the odds? Okay. Yeah, still, that I can't believe that wall cloud. That is a ridiculous lowering from that storm. So west of Drayton Valley. So let's go take a peek at radar here.
Oh, there's a funnel on that one just outside of Calgary. Let me bring it up.
A funnel reported?
Little tiny. Yeah. It's
seeing reports of
tiny.
Rotation south of Cochrane crossing Highway 22.
Yeah, I mean, that wall cloud was certainly rotating. I mean, velocity doesn't look spectacular by any means.
That's a tiny funnel, yeah.
That is, that's
it's trying. It's a baby.
Funnel, right? It's a little baby funnel, the tiny little shear funnel. But that could be a start. So you please behave. That is the that is a very, very tiny, like, that's one of those, you need the George Costanza like squinting with the glasses one, but that's certainly, oh, what's going on here? That's interesting. Where is that? Right on the storm? No, it's on the backside. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the velocity doesn't look amazing. It looks a little bit stronger up top, a little higher up. So that's probably, we're starting to get some shear funnels a little higher up as well too. But let's go take a look. There's so many storms to look at. So let's go quickly take a look at the one that used to be producing tornadoes near Elkton. Rotation is still quite broad, but there's definitely some hail on there. Rocky Mountain House, velocity looks weak, which is great. Let me scroll up to the storm that is heading up towards Thorsby. It's not looking too wild. Let me flip over to definitely getting better radar coverage from, interesting. So some hail on that one. It's worth watching. There's a storm just southwest of Edmonton, but it also looks relatively weak. The Drayton Valley one with that crazy low-hanging wall cloud, though, it doesn't look amazing on velocity, though. It looks like it might have lost a little bit of steam on velocity. Yeah, it doesn't look as spectacular as it once did. Let me go to tilt number 3. Yeah, it's a little bit of a better rotation near Violet Grove up high, but that wall cloud is just ridiculous on that photo. So, and then there's the Pembina Forks hail monster. Like, this thing's got to be producing ridiculous hail. Northeast of Pembina Forks. Just looks quite nasty. And then there's the storms that are north of Edmonton near Barhead, and starting to get a little bit of weak rotation near Tiger Lily. It's quite weak, but it's right on the hook of that storm. So that's also worth watching. And now let's go take a big stroll down to Medicine Hat. So I wanted to keep an eye on the storms that were north of Medicine Hat. Likely producing some hail in there. There's an interesting signature just north of the storm there. Probably just a hail meso, I would think. And then there's these storms down by Coots, and they are likely producing quite a bit of hail as well too, near Aden and Gahern area. And a little bit of rotation right there on that cell. But we're actually higher up. We're at tilt 3. So let me go up to tilt 2 and let's see. Okay, and let's jump over to U.S. radar just for comparison purposes, and let's see what they're doing here. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of rotation on U.S. radar.
Tornado warning.
Oh.
Tornado warning.
I thought that was just a
Calgary?
question. That was.
Is it the
I
Calgary
don't
still?
think that was.
I'm
Tornado
just
warning.
bringing it up. One sec.
Yeah, southwest of Calgary.
Yeah, oh yeah, because velocity is looking better now. Oh, look at the
There
hook
we
on it
go.
now. Holy. Yeah, so the cell west of Calgary is now under a tornado warning. Brennan, can you throw that in the ticker, please?
Yeah, I'm going to throw in
so
the ticker.
If you're in Pyramis Creek, in the Jumping Pound area, yeah, that's definitely got a wild hook echo on it, and rotation is strengthening. There was a very, very small funnel cloud reported with it. Tilt 2 is very supportive. So tornado warning right now. And Alora says we need people live on location. There are so many storm spotters and chasers under these storms right now that we definitely. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to cut to them and ask them questions as well too. But for sure, they're pretty busy right now. We'd rather not bug them because they're carefully watching these storms. So, but that's a good suggestion. I appreciate it.
I would totally do live on location.
Yeah, live on location would be pretty fun.
I would totally do it.
You're in for it? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Instantweatherapp.com. If you haven't downloaded our app, please do so. If there are any watches or warnings issued for your area, you will get them instantly through our app, and also any notifications we send out as well too. So let's see here. But yeah, that basically west of Calgary, tornado warning. So you know what is going to happen is everybody in Calgary probably just got a tornado warning based on the fact that they're close to the cell phone towers.
Absolutely.
So this is how. Exactly. So this is how Alert Ready works. Basically, is here. Let me throw myself on full screen here. So, basically, Alert Ready is based on where you're located versus a cell phone tower. So any of the cell phone towers that are inside of that tornado warning, if you can pick up a signal from that cell phone tower and it is of LTE or 4G or 5G strength, then you're going to receive a tornado warning. So I bet you there's many folks in Calgary right now that think they're under a tornado warning. Read the details. The details will tell you that Calgary is not yet under a tornado warning, but just west of Calgary.
Calgary is under a tornado watch now.
Oh, Calgary's under tornado watch now? They just upgraded that?
They can pull
they did a lot of changes to the warnings and watches.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah, so tornado watch has been issued for Calgary.
There we go.
Perfect. That makes perfect sense because there's a tornado warning storm just west.
Yeah, Calgary, straight down to Claresholm, down the highway.
All of that under a tornado watch now, which is great. I'm glad to see that. And again, there is a rotating supercell with there was a tiny funnel reported. We haven't seen anything. We haven't had a reported tornado on that storm, but maybe Environment Canada has because they're in direct contact with those storm chasers. So it's possible that they have got
the warning doesn't mention it.
Oh, it's just radar indicated? Okay. Okay.
We do have an updated picture.
From the traffic cam?
David Gray.
Okay, I'm going to pull up the traffic cam picture.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because there's so many cameras, right? There's so many cameras to watch, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. But this one's more clear.
There's an interesting one from the airport. You want to take a peek at that? Yeah, look at this. This is interesting, right?
Wow.
Right in here is interesting. That might be a bit of a funnel cloud. And that's looking south from the Springbank. That makes perfect sense. That's a perfect view of it because, I mean, right? Because you can actually see where we go back to radar here, you can see where that airport is. It's right, where did it go? I believe it was right in there. 1 second here. I've lost it. It was right. I saw it show up right here. There it is. So this airport right here, Springbank, right? Airport is looking south at this hook, which is what you see in this photo right here. When was that photo taken? At 4 minutes ago. So we should, it'll take, these are 10-minute updates, so it'll take 6 minutes to get another update on that. But that is, I mean, I wonder what they're hearing from the airport right now. I mean, a funnel cloud from the airport, I'm assuming they're getting that report. I'm able to see that on the, excuse me, on the raw reports if there was a funnel cloud. But yeah, that could potentially be a funnel cloud on the tornado warned storm that is east of Jumping Pound, west of Pyrmez Creek, and southwest of Springbank. So, this is the traffic cam as the tornado warned storm approaches. Ooh,
yeah, so that's Glenmore and McLeod southeast.
Yeah. Good thing nobody's on the road.
It's the time of day. Everyone's getting out of work.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody's trying to run away from that storm as fast as they can, I'm sure. Please drive safe. Please don't go under underpasses and stop.
Yes.
Like, let's cautiously get out of the city if you are leaving the city, or take shelter in the path of the storm. But again, it's moving really slowly, so that's good.
On that note,
yes,
this is really a good idea to remind people.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
I can hear Jason yelling.
I can hear meteorologist Jason Brand yelling at us right now. This is Jason Brand's graphic made by our own Jake. And he pushes for duck. And he lives in Mississippi in one of the most tornado-warned counties in the world. And he really pushes for duck. So downstairs, under something sturdy, center of the house or building, keep away from windows. Remember to duck to protect yourself. Absolutely. That's a good time to pull up that image. Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate that. So here is, once again, that webcam from the Springbank Airport looking south at that hook. And we're watching that storm slowly track to maybe to the east. I sure hope not. Did we just get we just got an update. We just got a radar update here. Let me just pull that up. Yeah, so if you're in Pyrmez Creek, duck. Downstairs, under something sturdy, center of the house. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. You are under a tornado warning. You need to be in a safe place with that storm. So
yeah, it does look like it's kind of like tracking into Calgary. The motion of it.
That's what I thought it would do. Is just kind of eastward, right? Just kind of build and build and build, and then slowly move east, which would be a problem. Let's take
I wouldn't be surprised to see them extend the tornado warning. Let's see.
It is moving east now. Oh, it might be heading into northwestern Calgary based on that latest frame. If you try to extrapolate which way it's going, it might be heading towards Bonus Arbor Lake. Let's actually zoom in here and really get an idea. There's probably lots of stuff.
The airport
in the path here.
It's going to go right over the airport.
Yeah, it's going to go right over the airport. So we should be getting. Let me know in 3 minutes, please, and I'll refresh Navcam because we should be getting. Whoa, that's quite a weird signature there. I think I've got the noise filtering on. Let me turn it off here. That darn noise filtering, so helpful and also annoying when it comes to this kind of stuff. So let me pull it back up. We should actually have more data. See, that's something. That really changed it there. So
right going through the airport.
Yeah, that hail core is going to go right through the airport. Springbank. If you're anywhere again near Pyrmez Creek, River Spirit Golf Club. Let me just take a stroll around here. Springbank Road, Township Road 244A. If you're in Springbank, of course. If you're near the Springbank Airport, if you're in Springbank Links Golf Club, Mickelson National Golf Club, these areas.
Yeah, if you're at a golf club, you should probably go inside.
I would think inside, and hopefully they have a basement. That would be optimal. I don't know if they'll let you down there, but it's worth asking. Tuscany as well. If you're in Tuscany, Watermark, Lynx Ridge, all of these areas are in the path of the storm. The storm looks like it's trying to move to the northeast. So if you are in Simmons Valley, Arbor Lake, there's a hook on the storm. It's got rotation. It's got quite a hail core. rotation is starting to strengthen as well too near Pyramus Creek, and it is moving into potentially northwest Calgary, western Calgary, and then northwest Calgary. So currently Calgary is not under a tornado warning, but they just got upgraded to a tornado watch. So Calgary under a tornado watch, and the storm continues to track slowly to the east-northeast. And I think we're getting 439. I think we're getting close to a new update. I'm going to go take a peek and see if we can get a new update from the airport, because it's going to be interesting. Either it's going to be interesting or you're not going to be able to see a thing. We're getting close. So 1 more minute. We've got, it's even got a countdown in seconds. 10 more seconds until we get an update. Yeah. Let's watch together. So that is the storm slowly tracking east, northeast. It might be going kind of due east. If it stretches if it stretches just a little bit to the south, then it's basically going due east. So western Calgary needs to be getting prepared. Western, central, and northwestern Calgary needs to be getting prepared with this storm right now, because it is merging into a beast of a supercell. Large hail is... Oh, we just got an update, I think so. Maybe that was the last update. Let me see. And I want to see if we get a webcam update soon. Not yet. I see it's going to take a few more seconds. So let me just make sure. When's the last update we had? Oh, there is an update. There is an update. So, rotation's getting stronger now.
Yeah, it's
right at the airport. We're going to get a pretty good photo from the airport here in no time at all. We're a minute past. When are they going to give me an update?
There's one on Twitter. Let me see if I can get it up.
Looking southwest from Tuscany. Yeah, I see that from...
Yeah, that's the one I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Pulling it up.
Pull that up.
There we go.
Let's see here. Whoa, look at the structure on that wall. Oh my goodness. Rotation is strengthening. If you're in Springbank, you need to take shelter immediately. This rotation is strengthening right over Springbank. And definitely is going to be some hail in there, some big hail. What did they say in the severe warning? They said up to ping pong ball?
I think the severe warning has ended. I think they replaced it. Let me see what the tornado warning says.
Thank you, Patricia, for sharing that comment. Someone asked, what would you do if there's impending tornado?
They just say large hail.
I'll just say large hail. It says, what would you do? Someone said, what would you do if there's an impending tornado and you live on the upper floors of a high rise? That's a tricky one. You probably want to get as far away. Yeah, you live in a high rise too. As far away from the windows and the exterior walls as possible. Try to get the most interior you can. You can also potentially, if the staircases have no windows, staircases can actually be really sturdy. I was watching.
Yeah, because they're fire rated.
They're fire rated, and like staircases are pretty good because there's been times where like entire buildings have been destroyed, but the staircase remains. So staircases are actually pretty strong shelters. But you want to be as low to the surface as possible, or potentially if you're able to get to a basement staircase, that might be maybe the best spot for it if it was a really dangerous tornado.
And don't use the elevator.
Yeah, do not use an some places have underground parking, which can be good for that too.
Who posted that? Oh, that's Kristen. I'm not going to pronounce that last name, but she said, boyfriend just sent me this photo from Calgary, and that is the... there's a video from Neil Zeller 12 seconds ago on AB Storm.
Yeah, I see that.
Of that. Strong rotation developing, folks. This storm is not a joke here. This is significant. Let me go see if we got an airport update, which we probably do. Oh, we do, and you can't see a darn thing. Okay, so I figured it was either going to be the greatest photo of all time or nothing, and I think it's going to be nothing. So let's take a peek here, and this is what you get from the airport right now. So this is the Springbank Airport. So this might be... Ooh... David Gray just posted RR33 looking northeast, Highway 8, and it looks like there's...
Yeah, I see that.
Is that the same storm? Is it? If that's the same storm?
Yeah, that is
Where?
Highway 8.
Highway 8 at 1643. That looks like a funnel coming down. This might be rain wrap too, because look what's happening in Springbank Airport. I mean, they're in the core basically. Now the core might be behind it, but look, there's literally nothing to see. Here we go. Anything to see? Nothing. This is looking north, east, south, and west from Springbank Airport. They're just getting hammered with rain and maybe some hail as well too. So nothing to see there. But rotation continues to strengthen. Is that this is the lowest tilt? So if we go to the next tilt up, yeah, it's supported rotation.
Wow. Yeah.
And we go to the next tilt up, supported rotation. So this storm is not great. This storm is quite strong. It's got a hook. Oh, is there a new one? Let's see 42. Here. Give me 1 second here. Yeah. Okay, we'll get that in just a second here. Yeah. So this is definitely not the storm you want moving towards your general direction. Ooh, look at Dodd's there, frozen nostrils. He's got a video.
Yeah, I just got it.
Oh, okay. You want to? I'm not watching. Oh, you have it right here. Okay. I want to see. Oh yeah, rotating wall, if not funnel. Is that time lapsed or real?
I think it's time lapsed because of how the stuff like flies around.
How it's jerky. That must be time lapsed. Yeah, but look at the upward motion on the right side there. It's lifting. Yeah, that's quite an updraft there, folks. Certainly a concern.
I wonder if once that system moves past the airport, if we can look at the northeast cam. If there's a northeast cam, we can get it from the backside.
Look at the backside.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it might be obscured by the core, but we'll see. So that is that 42 update right there. There's the 442 update, and rotation continues. It's not super duper, or the rotation was getting strong. Well, tilt 2 is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still building, and it's heading. Looks like it continues to head east.
What's that?
Which, oh yeah, we should look at some other storms, because there's crazy other storms still going on. We get so focused in on the one.
I'm concerned about in Bergen, that one cell looks like there's gonna be flooding between Bergen and Minaret.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's just been storm after storm after storm.
Definitely big flood risk today, folks. Liam, thanks for pointing that out. We always forget about that, but when these storms basically go nowhere, then there's certainly a flooding risk. Whoa, that Drayton Valley storm is starting to look interesting. Easyford gonna get some big hail.
Warning on just around the border with Saskatchewan, southeast.
Yeah. A severe warning.
Up to tennis ball size hail.
Was that the one north of Medicine Hat?
South
of Medicine Hat. Oh, was this the?
It crossed into the border. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow. Still rotation east of Pembina Forks, northeast of Pembina Forks on that cell, but it looks certainly weaker hail-wise than it once was. There are storms in a lot of places. Continued tornado warning west of Calgary and tornado watch for Calgary. Let's remember that it's watch for a warning to be issued. Let's remember that term. Let's bring up some of the classic images here. We've got the taco watch, taco warning right here. Taco watch being on the left, taco warning being on the right. And so basically watch means you have the ingredients, and warning means there is a taco. A tornado. We're talking about tornadoes, yes.
Wow,
this is a more classic one, which talks about watch or warning. What's the difference? Watch is dangerous weather is possible within a couple of hours, but it's not occurring. Warning is dangerous weather is occurring. Move indoors and seek additional shelter if necessary. And this is a classic one of tornado watch and tornado warning.
Adam, I'm not seeing the images. I don't know about anybody else.
I see them.
You see them?
As well, yep.
Oh, okay, I'm not seeing them. Okay, so it's just me then.
Okay. And then cupcake watch and cupcake warning, of course. So watch being ingredients are present, warning being take shelter now. That's the difference. So a really easy line to remember is watch for a warning.
And here's some of the hail that has fallen.
Whoa. Where is that? Whoa.
I would assume that's just outside of Calgary, because that's where he's been reporting, I think.
And who posted that? Let's make sure to...
Neil Zeller.
Oh, Neil Zeller, okay.
At Neil_Z.
I have another view of the rotation in Calgary here.
Carl Miller.
Whoa.
Yeah, Carl Miller. Yeah, look at that lowering.
Yeah,
okay.
Whoa. It's almost turning into a funnel there. It's getting there. It's definitely a wall cloud developing, but attempting to turn into a funnel potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cooking. Okay.
There's also a Pressa picture from Bergen. I don't know if it's recent, but let me see if we can get it up.
Whoa. It's quite the panorama.
Mm-hmm. And that was taken by Mark Smith at CST Smith.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm just peeking around at these storms. This one is interesting. Whoa. Yeah, that storm north of Aden.
Calgary has a severe thunderstorm warning now.
Okay,
severe thunderstorm size hail.
Eek. Does it mention tornado risk? I have a feeling it does. Maybe it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
They don't seem to be mentioning tornado risk in their warnings. I think it's either tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. I don't think.
I see. So they don't do the half and half situation. Yeah. Okay. So there is some rotation on this hail core, which is right along the international border. This is southeast of Lethbridge and southwest of Medicine Hat, and there's a bit of rotation on this storm right here, which is south of Gahern and north of Aden, and that is that's worth watching. But definitely a hail core on that. Might just be a hail meso.
Yeah, Environment Canada says baseball size hail, I think, or was it
on that cell? Was that the baseball one? I think it was tennis ball. You said
that was.
This looks like rotation. Starting to see rotation again on that Westcott cell. The cell just keeps coming back for more. This is the one that already produced a tornado earlier today.
Tornado warning has ended for the Cochrane area and that particular warning.
Oh, good. Let's take it off the banners there. Pretty please.
I did it.
You got it?
Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we have more spam on YouTube that I can get rid of. Great. Cool. So much spam on YouTube. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so the tornado warning west of Calgary
warnings have ended. All of them have ended.
Yeah.
Yes.
For now.
There are tornado watches in effect still, but no warnings.
So there's still what's this rotation here though? Did you see this? East of Shanks is starting to pick up steam again here. Let's see what the upper tilts are showing. Yeah, it's supported. That's interesting. So yeah, there's a little bit of rotation on that cell again. This is the cell that did produce a tornado earlier, south of Sundre, and it's starting to pick up steam again. Just as we thought everything was fine for the Didsbury and Minaret areas, Westcott areas, but starting to pick up some steam again on that cell. Definitely seen some minor rotation. I think that might actually be worth me sending out a minor rotation notification on, because I bet you a lot of folks there are like, everything's fine now. So let's, I'm going to send that out right now. Give me a second here. Any more photos coming in from, you should check that camera just to see. Oh, it's like a sunshiny day now in Springbank. You should see it. It's crazy. I'll flip to it right now. So here is, hey, there's the Springbank Airport. Just a nice sunshiny day. If you look to the north core, if you look to the east core, if you look to this, this is the west. Nice sunshiny day. And this is, that was south and this is west. South, so east, Just a big core of rain and hail, and to the north is quite a bit of core as well. So
here's a picture just coming in. I don't know where that is. Gilby, Alberta. I don't know which storm that is.
Gilby? I can search that quick. Give me a second here. Just do that in Instant Weather Pro. Gilby, Alberta. Second here. Gilby. Gilby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. It is at just northwest of Red Deer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Northwest of Red Deer, did you say? Let's pull that up here.
Yeah, so it's that Rocky Mountain House one.
Oh, okay. It didn't look that strong.
Yeah, I see that.
Storms to the north are way more impressive, but yeah, I see. Okay, so it's just got a little bit of a lowering. Yeah, velocity doesn't look very spectacular. The storms near Drayton Valley, the hail cores on those look bananas. Easy Ford is going to get hit pretty strong by hail, and there's some really interesting looking. Yeah, that's starting to kind of spin a little bit near Entwistle. This is west of Edmonton. That's a pretty nasty looking potential supercell there, starting to build some steam.
We're also seeing some damaged photos at a Bergen.
I see there's that video there.
No, this one was Justin M. who took it.
I don't think that was him who took it. I think that's him who. Yeah,
no, he screenshotted it from Ellie Jackson.
Yeah, I shared the link to that post in the team chat. If you want to pull that up, you might be able to do it a bit quicker than me.
Maybe.
Give me just one sec, folks. I'll be right back with you. I'm being called here. Well,
we'll look at that one. Yeah, I see it. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Just confirming that in a little bit, I'm going to put my son to bed. Someone just posted tornado warning on Twitter, but I think they're mistaken. So I'm not seeing.
Let me look.
No current
they just said tornado warning. No. That's new. Yeah, I think they're confused. Okay. Just a second here. Give me just a moment. All right, I do want to send a notification for minor rotation on that cell, our favorite cell, the east of Bergen cell, because it does still have some minor rotation on that. So I'm going to send a notification for that here. So let me just do that quickly here. Give me just a moment. Started to draw the little polygon here. That should be fine. And let me take a little screenshot of it. Go. Okay, so let's send a notification for this. Let me just do update and send it to those folks. Minor rotation detected. We've detected minor rotation again. I'll write again because I'm sure they're wondering on this storm near north of Westcott. Tracking very slowly.
Seeing a lot of comments from people in Calgary who are really worried still. So there is no tornado warning currently for Calgary, yes. But there is a severe storm. So it is worth paying attention to and finding appropriate shelter, but you are not in the path of a
tornado.
Especially
with the hail.
Yes.
Yeah. Hail and so still a severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada, which is still worth taking seriously.
Let me see what it mentions. Up to golf ball size hail, so yeah, you don't want to be out in that.
Which is still considerable.
Mm-hmm.
minor rotation again on this storm north of Westcott, tracking very slowly east towards Didsbury. I'm going to send that out right now. 459. Is that what I've got on there? No, I've got 458. Okay. Send that out right now to all the folks who are in the path of that one. And you should be getting that notification shortly. Okay. So let's go back to radar. And let's see if we can get an update from that one. I think there should be an update pretty soon. Give me one sec. Let me just make sure I have the latest. I'm glad I sent that. It actually got a little bit stronger there. Yeah, it looks like it did strengthen a bit, maybe more towards strong winds, but it looks like that one's starting to kick up again. So yeah, that's our previously tornado-producing storm that is east of Bergen, west of Didsbury, is starting to rotate again. So I sent out a minor rotation notification. Oh yeah, tilt 2 is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Adam, there's a comment I want to address.
Yes.
This one in particular. Overpasses are safe. This is incorrect. The overpasses are not a safe place to take shelter.
No.
Not only can you cause an accident with backing up traffic, but in the event of a tornado, you get those winds funneling underneath that underpass, and you can actually get sucked out. So do not take shelter under an overpass.
No, that's a horrible idea. Mainly a horrible idea for the car accident side of things, you know.
Yes, of course.
And especially everybody else who could have had a chance to, you know, when people fill up an underpass or an overpass, they fill up underneath trying to protect their car from hail. All the people behind you that could have had a chance to get away from the path of that storm are now stuck because now there's a complete traffic jam. And so now everybody's having a hard time. So yeah, definitely. And like Alana said, there have been documented cases in the US of horribly intense winds that have funneled through an underpass. It literally focuses the energy of a tornado and makes it stronger. So yeah, please don't. Just keep going. Don't, hail damage can be repaired. So sorry,
I have
you're going to show that video of the damage?
Yeah, the videos of the damage here. This is posted by Ellie Jackson.
On Facebook there, yeah.
Was this
posted to our reporting group, or was this just posted on Facebook?
I believe I just got this from our chat, our internal chat.
So I want to make a little comment about this video as well too, and not to give the person a hard time, because obviously they were trying to document this, but they're clearly driving and filming at the same time. Please don't do that. Pull over safely. You know, that's where you want to be taking photos. This one looks a little bit more like it's maybe from the passenger side, but that video was clearly on the driver's side, you know, and every time we mention this to people, they'll say, oh no, it was somebody in the back seat filming, and then, you know, we feel bad. Or it was the person in the passenger seat, but they were zoomed in. So these things do happen. But I would definitely, please, your safety is more important than sending us this video or this photo. Please don't drive while you're filming or taking photos. So I'm pretty sure it's illegal. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. And there's some states where it's not illegal. But yeah, I mean, whether it's illegal or not, it doesn't matter. It's dangerous. So please don't do that.
There's
so yeah, still seeing some
impressive photo from Calgary of the traffic jam. I just want to clarify, Calgary isn't under a tornado warning anymore. So disregard what they said in the tweet, but
yes,
still impressive photo.
Yeah, from that traffic cam right there. Yeah, that's pretty ominous of that storm looming. And it's still, I believe, moving to the east. I'm going to go take a peek at it.
And as far as Calgary is concerned, if you need to take shelter, just being inside is more than enough because it's not tornado warned. You don't need to take shelter in a basement or in a bathtub or anything. Just stay inside until the storms pass. The worst threat right now is going to be lightning and hail.
And let's touch on the bathtub thing while you're at it.
Yes.
If you have a bathtub in the basement, then bathtub makes sense. If you have a bathtub upstairs, bathtub is not a place for shelter. It's if your bathtub happens to be in an interior room in the basement, sure, that's just another, another something between you and debris. But if you're like, should I go to the basement to shelter or should I go to the second floor bathtub? I heard bathtubs are good. No, you want to go as low as you can. Back to Brennan bringing up Jason's duck image. Downstairs, under something sturdy, basically, what was it? C was center of the house, and K was, what was K? Oh, keep away from windows.
Keep away from windows.
Duck. You want to be like a duck. You want to go downstairs under something sturdy, center of the house, keep away from windows. So that is something to remember. Remember duck, and then you'll realize that going
cases for high rises, bathrooms would probably be the most central part of your unit.
Sure. Yeah, if you're in a high-rise apartment building or something like that, and if you didn't want to leave your apartment or your condo, then maybe the bathtub, as long as there's no windows and it's as far away from the exterior walls as possible, that might be a decent option. But again, if it's a violent tornado, staircase underground probably your best bet. So, but anyways, there's no perfect solution to anything, but it's, you probably want to get as low as possible, I would assume. Let's see here. Just looking through the comments. Thank you, everybody, for sending all your comments in. We sincerely appreciate it. Audrey says CTV is also reporting a tornado touchdown around Sundre and Olds. Yes, that was not near Olds. This was south of Sundre. This was near Bergen, is where it touched down earlier. Police are going door to door to check on people and property. So that's kudos to them for making sure everybody's okay. Hope everybody's all right. Because that tornado was certainly on the ground and certainly caused some damage and was quite impressive on radar there. So we hope everybody's okay. Calgary under a severe thunderstorm warning, and this storm is slowly tracking to the northeast parts of Calgary at this point in time. Let me just fast forward here and see. There was some building, some developing, and some new merging as well too. So let me just make sure we have the latest frame, and let's take a look at that storm. Ooh, that's interesting. So a new little part of the storm kind of built south of the existing storm, right in southwest, right in the Patterson, Montgomery, Wildwood area of Calgary, and there is some interesting signatures on it. It might just be noise, but it might be some weak rotation. Let me see here. Probably just noise because it really, really strengthens there, but that's interesting. I know we have a lot of eyes on that storm, so I'm sure we'll find out if it's doing anything interesting. But yeah, this kind of like little mini storm popped out that's about to merge with the parent storm to the north. If you can see it, if I go back a few frames, it was kind of coming up from the south. No one's paying attention to that little cell. And now it's starting to merge with the parent cell with a secondary hook. And now it's kind of got this own little shape to itself. So keep an eye on that little bonus. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. BOWNESS. Bonus. Montgomery Wildwood cell. That's interesting. Yeah. So anyway, severe thunderstorm warning for Calgary. We hope everybody's staying safe. Seeing some large hail in Tuscany as well was reported. Looks like the mini egg, kind of those chocolate eggs. Bonus. Someone said boo-ness, and then someone said bonus. Bonus. Bowness. It's bowness or bonus. Bow as in archery. Ness.
Bow. Yes.
Bow. That's what I thought. Bonus.
Yes.
So it should be spelled BONUS. Bonus. It's a bonus area right down here. Montgomery, University Heights, Varsity. Continue to watch that one. Still strong storms to the north. We should take a look at that. What's going on with that Didsbury cell? It might have weakened slightly on the latest frame. Let me just make sure I've got the latest. Still got kind of a hook. And this is the one north of Westcott that I was talking about. There's still some minor rotation, but it may have weakened a little bit, which is good. And what's going on right here, actually? Near Hamilton. Probably nothing. On a weird side of the storm. Bonus. Everybody phonetically spelling it. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Emphasis on the ness. Bonus. So not bonus, but bonus. 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 Oh, you have to emphasize the ness. So it's not just bonus, it's bonus.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Christy says, hello, Drayton Valley. What's up, Drayton Valley? I'll go take a look at. Alicia says Ness, not Nuss. Ah, you got it, says Melody. Woohoo! Bonus, not bonus. Ness. All right, we've clarified. It's Ness, not Nuss. Glad we got to that clarification point. Oh, hello. Yes, the storm east of Entwistle, kind of north of Gainford. And this is... Where is this exactly? South of Matthews Crossing, southwest of Darwell, is starting to show some rotation. It's got an interesting look to the storm, too. It's got a little bit of a hook right here, and it's starting to show a little bit of rotation right there. So that's worth paying attention to. And Drayton Valley, I'm hoping this is noise. Yes, that would be noise.
Here's another picture of the Calgary storm.
From 509. And that's that would be like a minute ago.
Yeah,
so that's
that was recent.
Dime size hail reported in northern Calgary. So that's better than golf ball. So there's that. Give me a minute. I'll be right back with you. Give me just a second.
Seeing more reports about Didsbury getting hit. And I'm a little confused with that because even looking at radar now, the storm has consistently stayed west of Didsbury. Like that storm that was
about just outside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing like people saying Didsbury and Olds, but that storm has just stayed so much further west the entire time. So a little confused about that one. Unless I missed something completely, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything there because all
just
the
that touchdown, in Bergen. Bergen.
And stayed between that area the entire time. It didn't really go towards Didsbury. Yeah. There is another couplet building. I don't know if Adam touched on that just on this latest frame here. You can see that is right in.
He issued a custom update for that. Pretty sure. Okay. Could be wrong.
I was kind of just scrolling through Twitter there for a while looking at reports. I'm gonna pull up.
There's also a lot of hail in Calgary right now. Oh. Let me get that one up.
Seeing a comment from someone who's in Didsbury said no rain or anything yet. So I wonder if it's just the Didsbury area because the damage is further west. Yeah, no hail in Didsbury either. Huh.
Here's a look at the hail. Go back. There we go.
Can't tell if this is lined up right with the little notch there, but it's
a little bit, yeah.
It looks like it is.
So I'm just waiting for more reports, I guess, from Twitter because I'm seeing. If I look on my other thing,
let me look if there's chasers on that.
There's like 10 spotter dots right to the east.
Yeah, I see that.
So yeah, they're gonna be on it, but it's just a matter of time. I guess you have to wait for Twitter reports to roll in.
Yes, same group of chasers.
Yep, and also people seem to be spamming the hashtag Alberta storm now, like people on Twitter putting spam.
They always do.
That's great. Calgary, that's Calgary storm still. Northwest Calgary hail.
Oh, I see a picture of that storm we've been looking at.
West of Didsbury, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a lowering there as a wall, or like a, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be concerned about that.
But we have the 1706 radar frame. Now we just want to wait for
it should be updating soon.
Next update, 1712. Okay, it looks like, wait, this is, oh, that was on tilt too.
Yeah.
It looks like it's weakened on the next frame. It kind of just,
yeah, it's definitely a lot weaker.
If I go back one frame, if you go back and look at it, see it looks a lot weaker on this next frame. So the hail core is still there, but yeah. So there's that one. And then what was another one we were looking at here? The Calgary, north of Calgary one. Oh,
that could be a wind issue.
Whoa.
Maybe an outflow.
But what's the distance from the radar on this? That's not crazy far, but it's showing
No, it's not.
128 kilometers an hour towards the radar. So eastward wind, like east heading winds. So that's a little bit concerning on that. I mean, what is that, 4 pixels? So that wouldn't really be noise, really.
Yeah, it could. It's hard to say.
It's like right in the center of the storm there. But that's right by the airport. So we should be getting, if it does go over the airport, we should be getting like some kind of update with that. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a concern there. Any other storms we were looking at? I was actually taking a look at the one down here, down by the border coming up. There is some interesting rotation embedded here. If you take a look at that, I mean, that might just be a hail core.
Yeah, there's still warning for tennis ball size hail.
On this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like there is some embedded rotation there. And then the one just, I was looking at this one too, the one just east of Medicine Hat. Nothing really there, just a little bit of hail and some heavy rain. Adam, I don't know if you saw this, but we were looking at the Calgary storm and we saw this.
Oh, there's actually a video of it.
Huh.
Let me pull that up.
See that?
Somebody's posted on Twitter, serious rotation west of Didsbury.
Yeah, I just got that. I'm putting it on. I think it's a time lapse. Yeah, it definitely is, based on how the cars are moving. But that's definitely really really I don't know. Might have gone pretty close.
That's almost a funnel. That might have touched.
Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, it could have.
There is definitely, let me enhance it a bit. There's definitely some.
Whoa. That Entwistle storm? Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on a tick. Look at this. Watch this.
Whoa.
I mean, it's broad, but it's been strengthening, and it's got a heck of a hook on it right there near Magnolia. If you're in the Magnolia area, Lake Isle, Gainford, that is certainly rotating. It's got a heck of a hook on it, and it's I mean, when you back up and you just kind of look at radar from a glance, it stands out drastically as like the cell. Yeah, that is certainly showing some rotation there as well too. It looked like some rotation. Oh yeah, and tilt 2 is even more organized. Yeah, it looked like rotation down by the international border there. You were showing off for a second. I believe I may have sent. No, I didn't send one on this. I did send one on Didsbury. I sent a minor rotation on Didsbury, but I don't think I sent one on this. I'm gonna send one on this right now. And the Drayton Valley. Ooh, Drayton Valley's got quite a little hook right near Rocky Rapids. Just north of Drayton Valley, heading towards Barrymore. That has a little hook and some weak rotation, but certainly a very clear hook. That is a very clear hook on that storm right now. So those are 2 to watch. And there's a couple of supercells developing. Nothing on velocity though, east of Leduc. And I don't see anything too crazy on those. Oh, what's going on here? Is that the Didsbury? Oh yeah, that's the Didsbury.
Got a comment from Ryan John, says, I'm east of Didsbury, have some really good video. How do I share it? So the best way to share that is on our Facebook group, Alberta Storm Reports. We have a banner for that.
We do.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, so there you go. There's the link for that group. If you want to go onto there and you can share your video, we will take a look at it and while they bring it up on stream.
Pretty please. Only if it's safe to do so. Thank you, Alana.
Yes, of course.
This might be noise, but it does progress. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
this
we
might
were
be noise,
talking about that.
It's so isolated that it might be noise, but I mean, it's certainly in there, and it's certainly being picked up. But it might be noise. I don't know. We'll have to wait for that next frame to see. With 12, what's the next frame? This should be getting 16 soon.
I have 18 right now.
Oh, we already got it. Yeah, we have the 18. Okay, so yeah, they just vanished. It just vanished, but certainly some hail, maybe some large hail up near Calgary Airport. There's a 72.5 dBz up there. So yeah, there's going to be some big hail falling in northern Calgary right now. Well, that's worth watching. And then I wanted to take a look at the Medicine Hat radar. Yeah, that's definitely, you were saying, it's definitely some broad embedded rotation still on that storm northeast of Aden or Aden, heading towards 1-4 and Bain. But yeah, I definitely want to post about, already posted about Didsbury. I definitely want to post about that rotation north of Drayton Valley, well north of Drayton Valley. There's also the one that's just north of Drayton Valley with the hook. And sorry, folks, for me moving the radar around so fast. It's just how I roll. Can't help myself. And I just want to take a peek at the Grand Prairie radar. Anything going on up there? What's going on here? What do you think you're doing? Little noisy cell? In the middle of nowhere, there's a little bit of noise. West of Deadwood, southwest of Manning. Might be worth watching that over time. We'll go take a peek back at the Grand Prairie radar later. We're not expecting too much severe up there, but I do want to post about this Entwistle, Matthews Crossing, because it is certainly strengthening and the storm worth watching. And then there's that one near Drayton Valley as well too. The hook kind of weakened, but velocity still looks interesting. So there's that. And let's go take a look back at, there's storms. There's storms building west of Red Deer, east of Rocky Mountain House.
That have kind of been slowly making their way northeast.
Yeah. And then of course there's the rotation that we saw, some rotation near Didsbury, but it looks a lot weaker on tilt 1. Or on tilt 2, sorry. Okay, so there's that. Give me a second here. I do want to go ahead.
Got a report from the Calgary Airport, YYC. Sustained winds of 60 kilometers per hour, gusts of 90. Storms are packing a bit of a punch.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad, though.
And then on the north end of Calgary, Tuscany neighborhood, it's pretty much getting cleared. So the storms are moving through pretty quickly.
Good. We should have an update actually on this cell. Is that the newest update? It's still going. Yeah, still got the big hook and it's still got the rotation. Okay, I'm going to post about that
right now.
Sorry?
18 is the newest update right now. I think we're going to wait for 24.
Perfect. Which way is this going? Let me just animate it. It is going. It's moving north. Slowly northeast. So I'm gonna do a little polygon here. Orange. And I'll go like this and that. And then take a photo of this. Try to remember to add it when I post. Okay, update. How many people in there? 53. Good enough. Let's see here.
While you do that, I'm going to address another comment. Sure. Since Calgary is really close to the mountains, is it possible for a tornado to touch down? Yes, it is entirely possible for a tornado to touch down. Actually, there was a tornado touchdown, I believe, in Colorado in the Rockies last month. It was fairly recently, and it was actually in the mountains. So it's not completely unheard of. It's rare for in the mountains, but on the lee side in Calgary, it's definitely possible.
Sure. It can happen in the mountains. It can really happen anywhere if there's the right conditions. It can happen anywhere.
Certainly not as common in the mountains as it would be on the lee side.
I think there's a lot of. I have a feeling that there not a lot, but I have a feeling that there are tornadoes that happen in the mountains that just nobody sees or recognizes.
Oh, absolutely.
Or, it's just in the middle of nowhere, and nobody. If a tree falls in the woods. On the storm near Gainford, tracking northeast towards slowly northeast toward. There we go. And let me just throw that image in there so I don't forget. Cool. And what time is it? It's 5:25. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna post this, and then I believe what time is it? It would be okay. So I gotta go put my son to bed soon. That's something that always happens in our live streams is Adam goes away for a while he puts his son to bed. And thankfully we have all these wonderful people here. So it's not just like a Adam will be back in a while image. We actually have these wonderful folks that will help. So once again, thank you so much for all your help.
Sign off. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. It's all good.
I was just saying, I do need to sign off. So it's been a lovely time with you gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we appreciate all your help.
No problem.
Thank you.
If I see anything going crazy in the background, I'll let you guys know.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye, Lana. Everybody
bye.
say
Have
bye.
a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much for all your help. And then there were 3.
And she's gone.
And then I'm heading out in the few too.
Everybody's leaving. We're gonna be Brennan, can you handle this ship while I put my little guy to bed?
I think you're asking a lot of me.
I pretty much am. Yeah, I am, but it's okay. But you got a fancy webcam now, so it's all good. It's you figured out the color on it, by the way. It's so much better now, by the way. You've totally fixed it. Looks great.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. We're all somewhat orange now. Maybe that's just I got the night mode. I think it's the night mode, but anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I did post about that storm because there's still rotation on that. And we should be getting an update pretty soon. Or is there already one there? Let's see.
I keep pressing F5 and I'm not getting it. So.
Oh, still got the 18. Okay. Yep. Cool. Yeah, instead of pressing F5, I would just that's kind of an easy way to do it. It hits another map box and map load every time you do that. But what you could do is just switch the tilt and switch back. But F5 is kind of convenient. You're right. I understand. Yeah, there goes our map box. Is going to go through the roof with F5s.
Oops.
At scale. No, I mean, it doesn't matter like one person doing it, but once we launch
Weather
Pro, it's just going to be like people are just going to be hammering F5. They're just going to have like one of those ducks that like tips and it goes F5 and F5.
Winds Martindale just northeast of Calgary. The winds on that are showing it looks like noise, but even then in certain parts of it, like 65, 70 kilometers an hour. But there is one portion of it. Yeah. But that is noise for that one.
It's got to be because it goes from 60 to 130 back to 47. So I think it's noise. But the hail looks interesting. Let me just flip over to that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this looks like noise right here because it's just like 60, 130, 60. So I think probably. But yeah, look at the hail course really popping up. Whoa. That's interesting for sure.
The little stretch between Bergen and Minaret seems to, at least closer to Bergen, they're getting a little bit of a break from the rain, so that's good.
That's good.
But there is still a lot of precipitation in that area, so flooding is not out of the question on that one. I'm going to take a look at that northern cell that you were looking at with the hook. Take a look near Barrymore, which is just kind of southwest, like the Norley cell or Northly. cell. I'll show it here.
Yeah, please take a look. I just
Bring it
gotta.
up here. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So this cell here, this is noise just sitting out because it's outside of the reflectivity there. But where was the hook that Adam was talking about? Which cell was that on?
I think that was the Dinsbury one.
The Dinsbury. Okay. Because I don't think
I
there's
think
a
it's
hook on
gone
it.
now.
Yeah, it's gone now. There is still a good hail core on that one, but there was one up north here that I thought he was putting out a. Well, I don't know if it was a Drayton Valley, like north Easyford.
I saw that.
Yeah, it looks like it's the rotation and stuff is weakened now. There's just some broad rotation here in the front.
Near Gainford.
Near Gainford.
Which one that one is?
Oh, what is this here? Check this out. That must be a nice.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one. That must be a nice shelf on that one. Coming in.
Let me see if there's anything on Twitter.
Yeah, not seeing anything too tightly organized with this, but someone is saying in the comments streets are flooded. Where are you located, Facebook user, where your streets are flooded?
There is a picture on Twitter of street flooding. I'm not sure where it is.
Okay.
Let me get it up.
I'm guessing it's probably going to be that northeast Calgary. Okay, so northeast Calgary, there's reports of flooding.
There's this one.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
So definitely. And safety tip for people who come across water like this, don't drive your car into it. Because you don't know how deep it is. No.
Yeah, the road could have, eroded like below it. So you drive into it and all of a sudden you're in a huge hole and that's a problem. So
or if it's deep enough, it could get into your engine and stall your vehicle.
Yep.
And then you're done. Yeah, that could be a problem. So please be safe out there, folks, especially with flooding. Flooding is the worst. Flooding causes more fatalities than anything in the U.S., like pretty much anything. Weather-wise. Let's see here. Give me just a moment. Looks like Calgary's into some hail for sure. For sure. Yeah, were you talking about those winds there, Liam, as well, too? I caught just a glimpse of it, but...
yeah, so these winds here, but that was the one we already talked about. But up, we were looking at that these winds here, just like, I guess, forming like a shelf here. But the hook that we saw earlier kind of dissipated a little bit.
I can't see your radar. 1 second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Possible touchdown in Dinsbury. We have a video of it.
Oh,
this was 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago. Okay, well, let's pull back radar.
When the rotation was starting to strengthen again there? That was about when we posted minor again, I think.
15 minutes ago, that would be 17, I guess. Yeah, so that would be right
15.
after. Yeah. I mean...
Brendan, do you have the video? Oh, you do have it. Okay, I'll pull it up.
Pulling it up.
Possible touchdown east of Didsbury. Whoa. At, maybe.
Yeah,
it looks pretty interesting. It looks like it's reaching. I don't know if it for sure touched, but it looks like it's reaching. It's trying. Certainly trying. Interesting.
Yeah, if you enhance it, let me try to enhance it. Need to switch before I can do that.
Okay, so 1 second here. Brenda said, yes, I have friends in Didsbury that were very scared. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate the report. Hope they're okay. Hope they're all right. Let me Make sure we've got the latest update. There's the latest update.
Speaking of Didsbury again, there is another bit of
Rotation near
rotation
Westcott.
there. Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Just to clarify, Kyle said that the video that we've seen, that his farm is in the video and it was just rotating and never touched down.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Who's
So
Kyle?
it
Which
doesn't
Kyle?
look like it's. Oh, it was a comment. There we are.
Oh, it was a comment. I see.
Mhm.
Oh, so he was right there and said it didn't touch down. Oh, okay.
There is a cell if you just drag up to the north a little bit by Evergreen and go on your velocity, it'll pop out pretty good. If you switch over to velocity.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hello.
So
yeah, that's been slowly increasing as it's been tracking east. Slowly watching that one get more and more, right? It's like starting to increase.
It's not really supported on tilt 3 and tilt 4, but
I mean, it's got the right shape. It's like a little supercell, a little kind of a flying V supercell there. Might want to give it one more. Oh, are you kidding me? Again? Come here.
cat.
A cat. Come sit. I got him a chair right here. You can just sit in the chair. You want to be close to me? Sit in the chair. Thank you. That's good. Okay.
Just wanted to bring up a picture that has surfaced on Twitter of something you should never do. Here's some people parked under an overpass away from the hail. This is in, I think, Calgary.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would go with don't do that, please. Yeah.
I don't even think that
sure
overpass would give much protection because it's like really high up.
And it looks like the hail's falling on a crazy angle there. So yeah, and exactly, it's way high up. So I know I would go ahead and I mean, if a police officer sees you doing that, you're gonna get in big trouble. So yeah, I would just recommend, like, what's worse, a few dents in your car, or I don't know what kind of ticket you're gonna get, but I'm sure it's not gonna be a good one.
Drive this point home even further. Here's what happens.
Oh, that's
crash under an overpass. That was just like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, the crash happened under the overpass as everybody was stopping?
Yeah. So yeah, don't park under an overpass.
Please don't. Please don't. Yes. That's never a good idea. I can appreciate why people think it's a good idea, but it's not. So please don't.
Well, if you want to protect your vehicle from hail, it kind of is, but not if you want to live. Yeah.
If you want to live, I'd recommend not doing that. So
yeah.
But again, it's like
your car can be replaced.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I protect my car from hail, and then you get rear-ended at 80 kilometers an hour. That might cause slightly more damage than the hail would have. Yeah, the Westcott is still kind of got some broad rotation on it there, so that's interesting for sure. Very interesting. The Calgary storm starting to move out to the northeast is quite windy, into some 75 kilometer an hour on radar, and some hail as well too, but nothing too wild. And I do want to peek at the medicine hat radar.
Gregory that even shows it even more, that he once drove for a storm south of Leduc on Highway 2. Maybe that was right now. Once. And then people were stopped. He was in oncoming traffic and couldn't see a thing and nearly ran into them.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's
super dangerous. Yeah, please don't. Please don't. Let's see here. Yeah, there's still rotation on that cell heading towards 1-4. I don't know if anybody lives there. What's the population of 1-4? 14? Let's see here. That's the storms east of Medicine Hat are looking pretty nasty. Holy. North of Schuler. Definitely some hail up there for sure. Yeah, definitely some hail. And what is going on further north? Whoa, that blind loss cell. There's quite a signature just north of it. Is it moving north? I think it might be. Let's see here. Which way is it going? Yeah, I think it's moving north. Blind loss is definitely Definitely hit some hail. There's a huge hail spike on it. Whoa.
Yeah.
And then look at velocity.
Really deep.
Whoa. That's a weird northern moving rotation for sure. Heading towards Acadia Valley. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that one. Oh, that's like massive hail.
Yeah, that's massive hail.
We're estimating 2.5 inches, which is 6.4 centimeters.
Wow.
Which I believe is near tennis ball size. Yeah, tennis ball to baseball size hail.
Yeah, that's a beast. I hope that's under a warning right now. Yeah, it is. Good.
The one near the border also has baseball size hail.
Whoa. That one heading towards 1-4? Yeah.
Yeah. And I looked up 1-4 and it's not even an actual city. It's like a cattle
just
community and there's like no one there. It only has like 2 staff homes.
Lori just said news is saying Bears Paws under a tornado warning. Maybe they meant tornado watch. I haven't seen a tornado warning.
There's not any active tornado warnings, but
no. Is it under tornado watch? They could be mistaking those two. It happens.
Yeah, there are 5 tornado watches active. I can't figure out the exact one, but it could be a tornado watch. There are no tornado warnings active.
Yeah, if you want to check, just double check on our app. Head over to instantweatherapp.com and put in Bear's Paw and check to see if there's any. And don't forget, there's a cup.
Yeah, cupcake watch, cupcake warning.
You're gonna make everybody hungry, including.
I'm already hungry, so.
The rotation near Evergreen, that little couplet has weakened on the next frame. Okay. If you just it's more up to the left. But yeah, I have to head out. So
you gotta go. All right.
It was a good stream. Thanks everybody.
See you later, Liam.
Bye, Liam. See you later. Thanks for all your help. Thanks. We never got fiddle time.
Yeah. Next stream. I'm already we'll do it.
Can't fiddle your way out of it. Goodbye.
I don't have it out.
No, you
next stream. Maybe we'll do a collab video and we'll post one.
Okay. We have to do that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Liam. Appreciate it. Thanks for all your help. See you later.
See ya.
And then there was 2. All right. You know what? I know you've got
Bear's Paw.
So go ahead.
And it's just a severe thunderstorm watch for Bear's Paw.
Yeah, just a severe thunderstorm watch.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay says Bear Paw tornado warning came on the radio from an alert. They said it was heading east from south of Cochrane to take cover.
Maybe that was an old one.
That would have been the old one. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are reporting this. I don't know if. Oh, that might be. You know what sometimes happens? Oh, I see. Sometimes Alert Ready gets stuck or something, and it keeps getting reissued over and over again. But currently, there is no tornado warnings. If you want to figure out if there's a tornado warning or not, then download our app. Download our free app. Punch in your location and see if there's actually a tornado warning. It will tell you if it's up to date. Because sometimes Alert Ready, there's been circumstances where it gets stuck, and some people are like, they had it on their TV all night or something like that. Like they fixed a lot of those issues. Oh, Lindsay says it was an hour ago. Yeah, okay. Well, the one that an hour ago made sense that there was a tornado warning west of Calgary, never for Calgary, but west of Calgary. But yeah, no, it's sometimes they can get stuck, but yeah, it's definitely not the situation. So
we're also seeing reports of more flooding.
Whoa.
In Royal Oak.
Thank you, Lindsay.
I would assume that's Calgary, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Brennan, I'm thinking, do you want to we could stop the stream for a bit. There's currently no tornado warnings in place. There is tornado watches, and there's some storms to continue to watch. But I was thinking maybe... Ooh, Didsbury is really picking up now, though.
Yeah.
Whoa. Just as I spoke too soon, didn't I?
You jinxed
Every
it.
time. I jinxed it. That's what I get. And there's still that rotation. Evergreen's weakened a little bit. Let's see here. Let me just double check. This thing still looks beastly. Look at this. This is broad rotation, but it's still near Darwell. Still cooking. It still looks impressive when you back out on radar and take a look at it. Hail going through Blue Ridge right now. Pretty impressive velocity there.
That storm east of Calgary is still impressive. We got a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it. There we are.
Oh, wow.
This is just outside Lydia. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Lyalta? Is it
Lyalta?
I can't see it. I think, hold on, I gotta make you
full
screen to see it.
Lyalta would be.
Oh, Lyalta, yeah. I think it's Lyalta, yeah.
Just east of Calgary.
Whoa.
That's pretty impressive rainfall.
And who put that on Twitter? It was
Harry 98.
MAHAIRY 93. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so still seeing rotation on the Didsbury Westcott storm. I think it might be increasing in strength here.
Yeah, that wasn't
and it's
there
whoa, tilt 2. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Yeah, that's picking up steam here, heading towards Didsbury and Carstairs, who's been patiently waiting all day for their storm because it's slowly moving east. But it is a problem because it's strengthening quite a bit on rotation, quite a bit. So that could be a problem.
And here's a picture of that storm just recently. It does have impressive structure on it.
Yeah, it's quite a shelf.
Nice. Doesn't seem to be any funnels. I can't see any in that picture, but
no, but it's got kind of the horseshoe shape, which is interesting. So it would be potentially on the backside of that. I blocked that user, that spamming YouTube user keeps coming back for more. Heading to Edmonton, Alberta storm reports on Highway 43. Looks like a possible funnel. Interesting. Let me go take a peek at that. That was on our storm reports, Alberta Storm Reports Facebook group. Whoa, let's go take a peek at some of that stuff. Give me just a second here. If I jump over to there, here we go. Watch this video. This is pretty interesting. Look at this time lapse. This is northeast of from Rocky Rapids. Whoa, definitely see some interesting motion on that storm. Wow, that's quite the time lapse. Ooh, from Ryan French, 11 minutes ago on our Alberta Storm Reports group. Thank you very much for sharing. North of Drayton, that's north of Drayton Valley. North of Drayton Valley, you say? That Red Deer storm, or storm west of Red Deer, is starting to look quite interesting. At least on reflectivity, north of Drayton Valley. Oh, that's the north of Drayton Valley is that beastly velocity signature. So that's worth watching. This is Beaumont. Quite a lowering there. This was the Sunreef pick. Interesting. I don't see that one. Where did that go? 1 second here. Oh, the team's posting about it in our chat here. Give me just a moment. I want to see what it is. Five minutes ago. Heading to Edmonton on Highway 43 at Blue Ridge. It looks like an interesting signature, interesting view. Oh, that might be that storm, that same storm. Where is Blue Ridge? Heading to Ottawa on 43. Or sorry, heading to Edmonton on 43. 1 second here. Let me just look up Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge, Alberta. Not Bridge. Blue Ridge, Alberta. There we go. Hamlet in Alberta. Where is it? I see where it is. Oh, okay. Coming down from the north. Oh, I see it now. Okay. So that storm is actually this one, which does have some rotation. Yeah, that little. So this is northwest. So these two are actually rotating quite a bit. Interesting. Interesting. So there's storms in so many different places that are rotating and concerning. This is quite a day. Thanks for all your help, Brendan. I appreciate it.
Oh, whoa.
What?
I hope that's not.
What?
Acadia Valley?
That's that crazy hail.
Border. But there's like, it's like a couplet.
It is a couplet. It's moving north.
Yeah.
It's a couplet, man. It's moving north. That's definitely rotation. Acadia Valley. Rotation heading north towards your area for sure. No, that's definitely a couplet. It's definitely rotating. It might still just be a hail core because it's a weird shape and it's going north.
Yeah.
I guess a north moving storm can still produce a tornado. I mean, you know, it's happened in the past. It's definitely strong rotation on that cell, and it's been there for a long time. And here's it from long-range Calgary radar. Yeah, so it's rotating up top too. Oh man, a lot of radar to look at. Didsbury storm is starting to get closer to Didsbury. It's got a heck of a hook. It looks like it's weakening on velocity though, which is good news. Oh man, we've been live for 3 hours and 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Let's see here.
I feel like that.
It goes by quick. All right, well, I'm sure you want to eat at some point in time, and I got to put Emmett to bed. So what I think we should probably do, and also too, no, we're not going to clip that. We're not going to clip the 8 hour. Do we clip a 4 hour from, is it a 4 hour on Facebook or an 8 hour? I think it's an 8 hour. Yeah, it's the 8 hour clip.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe shut down the stream and then we'll go do those things and then come back if things continue strong? Do you want to do that?
Sure. I think that's the best route.
Okay, we'll do that because I know you got to eat. You've been at it for hours and hours and hours here, so yeah, you're a human and you need sustenance to survive, so it's all good. So and so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna eat quick. I'm gonna put Emmett to bed. And then we'll probably come back to the live stream. We may or may not. We're not going to say for sure if we are, but it's possible. Nevertheless, we'll be watching radar and we'll be posting updates for the rest of the night for sure. So, yeah. So that is the plan. Everybody, I hope you're staying safe. Hope everybody has been watching carefully and making sure that that you're staying safe today with these storms because it's been pretty intense so far. So we'll continue to watch. And yeah, thank you so much. We may be back. We'll see. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live stream. Again, thank you to those who have sent in stars on Facebook, those who have sent in super chats on YouTube, those who have subscribed to our app. And again, if you haven't downloaded our app yet, please go to instantweatherapp.com. If we see anything significant, we will send out a notification through the app, and you'll get that immediately as soon as we send it. But I'm going to put that into the comments again. So download our free app at the link here in the comments. So please check that out. And yeah, download that. Thank you so much again to all those who subscribed. And thank you to Brendan. What? What do you see? Before we go.
Something on Twitter. Before we go, there's something on Twitter that needs to be
something on Twitter. What is that? Oh, wall cloud on the Didsbury cell. Yeah, Didsbury's got a. It's pretty concerning. It's still got a. It's got a hook and it's got rotation. So I'm gonna be watching that one closely.
I think the latest scan is. Just looking at the latest scan, it's kind of weak.
That's a pretty messy wall. If that's a wall, but it's relentless cloud to ground says so. Yeah, I mean it's got lots of lightning strikes on it. It's picking up. It's worth watching. So, okay. All right. We'll be watching closely, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Brennan, for all your help. I appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. We'll talk to you very soon. Have yourself a safe evening, and we may be back a little bit later. Bye-bye.
Bye.